What's up? What's up? Man, I probably came into the mic a little too hot there, but what's going on, everybody? What's up, man? I see six of us are in here. Shout out to everybody that just jumping on here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I don't know if y'all follow me on Twitter, but I tweeted like felt a little intimidated getting on here to do a. Turn the music down. I feel like the music a little too loud here. Feel a little hesitation. Little intimidation to get on here and do a live talking about free agency when I've seen so many people doing it, but I was like, we gotta do one specifically for the Dallas Mavericks, and this is what we are doing, man. We're gonna live react to all the news, and I'm gonna have my Twitter notifications up. I'm gonna be reading all your comments because I'm relying on y'all to give me information too, because I only follow so many people and get their live notifications. So let's see if there's some fireworks going on at this moment. Right now, I don't see no new tweets from Woj or Shams or anything like that. But yeah, man, I'm glad y'all all in here. Appreciate y'all choosing your boy TGK to kick it with. And here we are, man. Here we are. Let me check the comments real quick. Oh, Coy, appreciate you, man. As always, appreciate you, Coy. Much love, guys. Yes, sir. Hopefully, Kyrie decides to stick around, man. Stick around. As y'all see, I know what shirt I'm rocking today. Just shout out to We Talk Mavs. But appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Oh, right off the bat, Draymond resigns. All right, see, like, I gotta, hold on. I'm working on something. Hold on. Dang. Maverick, different. We're gonna create a tier thing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need your help on this. How about we do that? What is this? All right, never mind. I feel like I know what the hell I be doing sometimes, but then I don't. What is this? Can we delete this? Oh, okay. Hold on. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a cool little tier thing that way we could like put where all these players end up going. But I just kind of ran out of time to do it. All right, we'll get back to that. Draymond is with the Warriors. I mean, who all didn't see that coming? I think we all saw that coming. I'm not too surprised by it, but let's see if I could present that information. Let's see. Dang, Draymond. Wow. All right, hold on. Let's go ahead and present, share screen, share Twitter. And then there we go. Is this better? That's probably too small, right? This might be better. Or how about this? Nah. Let's do it this way. Or hold on. Man, I'm all over the place. I just got off work like not too long ago, so I just been coming in here just trying to get everything going. But yeah, man, Draymond signed a crazy deal. 4 years, $100 million, I believe. Let me see. Yo. I think I had called it on Twitter where I was like, Draymond gonna stay for 20 mil per year. And that's what he ended up doing. Has agreed to a 4-year, $100 million contract with a player option in the final season to resign with the Golden State Warriors on first day of free agency. 4 years, $100 million. Hey, man, it made the most sense. You can't split up Steph Curry and Draymond. I mean, as much as I would have liked to see how they would have panned out without each other. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I'm trying to create this tier list over here. That way y'all can help me participate in it, but there we go. Okay. We might get lucky. I might have gotten it to work. Yup, I got it to work. All right, cool. When it comes to creating tiers, don't let me create the way I want it to create. I'm sorry about that. All right, man. Let's see what we got here. Once they cut Poole, I knew Dre was staying. Yeah, they had a. But the odd thing about them cutting Poole and bringing Chris Paul, I'm still interested to see how that lineup looks like and how they interact with each other and how they're able to run the offense with CP3 over there. All right, let's go ahead and put Twitter on the screen, man, because there's so much going on trying to run a live at the same time. Like, I can only imagine. All right. Oh, no. Okay. Taurean Prince is finalizing a deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. That sucks. I was hoping the Mavs would have had some kind of dialogue, but the fact that he's going to LA right off the rip, that's crazy. Restricted free agent Kobe White has agreed to a 3-year, $33 million deal to return to the Chicago Bulls. I didn't have him on my board that of coming to the Mavericks. I have like the weird layup here on Twitter. Drew Eubanks agreed to a 2-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. So is that why Karis LeVert has agreed on a 2-year, $32 million contract? All right, so far we're not getting like the big. Well, we got a Draymond. That's the first big name. But I remember there was a player that the Suns, Langford or something like that they declined to sign. Interesting. Oh, Kyle Kuzma has agreed on a 4-year, $102 million deal to return to the Wizards. I saw that coming. I didn't predict that, but as I was like trying to set up my little template over here, I was like, watch him just go back. Watch him just go back. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna go to a different team. But what is that deal? That's 4 years, that's barely even more than 20 mil per year. That's wild. The rumors were that he was going to get 30 mil per year. So to only get 20, that's kind of nuts. Yep. He stayed in Washington. 25 per year ain't bad. Did I read that wrong? 4-year. Oh, yeah, I did read that wrong. It's not bad, but it's not like 30. They were saying 30. I'm wondering if Sacramento missed that up by signing Harrison Barnes and missing out on an opportunity to get a Kyle Kuzma. To sign and trade for Kuz. Richard says Warriors are now paying 2 times salary cap and penalties. That's crazy, bro. I think if you don't keep Draymond with Curry, you're gonna have the whole Warriors fan base just riot, right? But at the same time, like, do you want to pay double in penalties? I don't know. But the Warriors they got hella money, bro. In comparison to like the Mavericks, we kind of broke in comparison to the Warriors. All right, any more news? Let's see, we got some updates here. Kyle Kuzma. See, I only got my notifications open for Kyle Kuzma and Woj. So unless something else pops up, I can imagine, man. That's crazy. Let's see. All right, hopefully this works. I'm interested to see where Dennis Smith Jr. goes. Like if Dennis Smith Jr. is somewhat available and he's willing to take like the biannual, man, by all means, bro, sign me up. You get what I'm saying? Sign your boy up. All right, I think I got the template to work. Need more tweets, man. What's up? What we got here? Stupid. DJ back in Denver. Why? Yeah, I mean, he just won a championship. Maybe he feels comfortable there. I mean, how much did he sign for? Mark Stein getting in on this? DeAndre Jordan has reached an agreement to return to the NBA champion. Kobe Wise agreed to a 3-year deal where we saw that. All right, man. I feel like the news ain't coming in fast enough, huh? Bruh. I had no idea it was going to be this difficult to create a tier list again. Try one last time. And if it don't work, then we're just not gonna use no tier list because I ain't finna be doing all that. There we go. Bet. Now it's working. Do y'all think that like Brian Windhorst, he's been dragging this whole thing about Kyrie going to LA, Kyrie going to Philly, Kyrie going to everywhere else but staying with the Mavericks, and he's been dragging that ever since Kyrie got traded to the Mavericks. Do y'all think he actually like gets, how would I put it, like inside sources? Y'all think he actually, I don't know. I just never seen him necessarily break a story like say a Woj or a Shams. It's just more speculation, right? Just more creating a narrative to get people to talk, man. And I don't know if there's been any like how would I put it, any media head that has annoyed me more during this entire saga, it has been Brian Windhorst. And I don't know how he still be doing what he's doing because that still be annoying. All right, Div says TGK Hudson, Houston or Detroit or San Antonio should make a huge offer sheet for Austin Reeves. Price Lakers into a bad spot to make a hard decision. Hell yeah. I would love that. That'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. Put the Lakers in a real tough spot. Free agent Keita Bates Diop has agreed to a 2-year, $5 million deal with the Phoenix Suns. I'm assuming that's a biannual. Because how the hell the Suns still got money? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the hell they still got bread for anything? What we got here? I would love DSJ back on his team. His defense is elite. Yes, that is why I would have loved to give him like a biannual, or even if we split up a full mid-level exception, it'd be a great way to get him back here. He could be the third person, the quote-unquote third ball handler. He can handle the offense whenever Kyrie and Luka are taking like a night off. I feel like Dennis Smith Jr. would be a massive addition to this team, and I hope he considers it. I really do. Warriors are a cash printing machine. Yep, they are, man. Oakland is crazy for their squad, and San Fran, they're crazy out there for them. Div says, TGK, we should sign Cam Reddish. I agree, man. I agree. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all this. I don't know if I could present another item. So let's do this. We'll utilize this this tier list. Let me know if y'all see it. We should sign Cam Reddish if we can't get Boston's Williams. Yeah, that either or would be nice. But when it comes to like Cam Reddish, a biannual, or I don't want to say veteran minimum, but I would hope a biannual would get it done, or even a partial MLE. Like if you could split that partial MLE and get 2 good players that we would like, and then that biannual get the 3rd, and then a vet to get a vet, you know what I'm saying? A vet minimum. And that'd be really nice, right? But man, I don't know. I don't see any more alerts. Again, I'm only following Woj and Sham, so if y'all see anything, man, y'all put it in the comments. Do y'all see this tiers list that I have here? So what I'm going to do with this tiers list, for whoever a player becomes a Maverick tonight, I'm gonna put they face right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not trying to predict that Dillon Brooks is going to be a Dallas Maverick, but we know who from this list already signed. So he signed elsewhere, but I'm gonna put it like in this category, in the put it in like the boring category, because Kuz re-signing with the Wizards does nothing. What should his last one be? Wait. I don't know. Something. Yeah. Let me know if we should change any of these tiers. But who else I got on here? We got Cam Reddish down here, DSJ. Mr. Andre Drummond. He decided not to roll with us, so we're going to take him off this list. Who else is already signed to their teams? Brooke Lopez, Cam Love, Pat Beverly. Haven't seen anybody else. I haven't seen any notifications on them, so let's see. We got something new. Oh, Woj just tweeted Damian Lee has agreed to a 1-year deal to stay with the Phoenix Suns. Lee is a 2-year deal with a player option. Sources tell ESPN. It seems like the Suns are the ones making all the moves right now, with whatever remaining money they got. I don't know, man. Bates Job. I need to look into who he was or what type of player he is, but I think the Suns, I'm pretty sure they're already utilizing any kind of money they got, and that's how they're gonna fill out the roster. At this point, when it comes to the Suns, you gotta get anybody on your team. Big Fat Winner says LA Clipper made Zubac available for trade. I saw that earlier. I would be interested in trading for Zubac. I've seen some trades on the Twitter, and I've seen Bibbs make some good trade offers to the Clippers to get Zubac. What do y'all think? I think he will fit here. He obviously will be able to bring some rebounding to the team, some kind of wall in the paint to protect the rim. I wouldn't mind it, especially if we're not able to get players like a Ayton, sadly even players like a Drummond. If we get Zubac on a deal that doesn't send away key players for us, by all means, like if it's a Bullock, because I think they both make 10 mil. So if it's a Bullock and second round pick, I'd do it. But I don't know of any realistic deal that they would take for us for the services of Zubac, man. Let's see. Frank says, yeah, Sacramento screwed up. Yeah, I mean, I think it says I would have paid Kuz 25. So Sacramento signing Harrison Barnes took the cap space to 18 million in cap space. And that's where, the rumors were they were going to go and try to get Kuz. And so for Kuz to just not even get the 30 that it was rumored to be that he was going to get, that it was kind of crazy. I thought he was going to get 30. But in this new CBA, you just never know. Black Noir says, Zubac and Valanciunas. I possibly butchered that last name. Nah, you did, man. It's all good. I mean, you probably did, but it's all good. I know what you meant. Oh, no. Brown got paid? Man. ESPN reporting with Malika Andrews. Free agent Bruce Brown has agreed on a 2-year deal, $45 million to the Indiana Pacers. Denver loses a key piece. All right, guys. So Bruce Brown is off the boards. That means in our tier list over here, where the hell is he at? Where should we put him? I got Mavericks, right? For Mavericks up top. Wait up. I should change that color. I don't know why put it in blue. Is that blue? Yeah. So we got the Mavericks up top. So he's not going up there. The second tier is signed elsewhere. The third tier is cool, I guess. And the fourth tier is boring. And the last one is I don't give a damn. Where should we place Bruce Brown on here? I didn't buy too much into like the idea that Bruce Brown would have joined the Dallas Mavericks, but if he would have, that would have been cool. But to me, right now, I'm feeling cool, I guess. But I'll go off of y'all's comments. Let me know what y'all think. Hey Larry, appreciate it, man. He says, do you believe Wade and Kyrie will hurt us in free agency? Man, let me tell you. What is it? I felt by 5:11 p.m., which is already 10 minutes after that, by 5:11 p.m., Kyrie should already made a decision. When it comes to him trying to host meetings with the Rockets, with who else? The Lakers, Suns, whoever else could be. You know, whenever like you're in meetings and you're like, man, this could have been handled in an email. Those are the kind of meetings that Kyrie should be having. Like, oh, this could have been in an email. And he should have been able to make his decision by now and already signed with the Dallas Mavericks. I do believe waiting will hurt us. And I do believe the Mavericks need to play some kind of hardball with him because, bro, there's no market. There's no market for Kyrie Irving necessarily to the point where you get as much as the Mavericks is willing to give you. Now, if it's $40 million per year, where else are you going to get that? And are you going to be playing for a team that has an actual chance to make the playoffs? You go to Houston, doubt there's going to be enough noise being made over there. And why would Kyrie go down there? Go to Indiana. Well, they already use their cap. So it just, I don't think many teams want to deal with Kyrie because of the baggage and because of at any point he could just not play for your team. But the Mavericks haven't done anything wrong to him to give him that kind of inclination that he will not play for us. But waiting because you want to create some kind of leverage in a situation where there's no leverage for anybody, like just sign a deal, bro. Let's keep it moving. That way we can make these moves. That way we can make some moves, man. But appreciate the donation, Larry. Appreciate it very much, man. And you be killing it on them opinions on We Talk Mavs and the spaces, man. You always bring some and you get everybody to talk. So good stuff, Larry. Div says, laugh my ass off. 45 mil, 2 years. Haha. No thanks. Bye, Bruce. That is effing nuts. Yeah, I thought a full mid-level exception would have made sense. Was that 24 million? He got 45. He got double that. I'm good. I agree with Div. That's too much. I'm good on that. Riv says, Suns owner don't mind going into luxury tax. Mark Cuban isn't about to go into the luxury tax. No, Mark Cuban already talking about staying under the first apron. He ain't trying to go into the tax. Oh, crap. Here we go. More news, ladies and gentlemen. Shams had just tweeted, Jeremy Grant and Clutch Sports have reached an agreement on a 5-year, $160 million deal to return to the Portland Trail Blazers. All right. Let's go over here to this, let's go over here to this tier list, right? And on this tier list, we are going to move. Where the hell is Jeremy Grant? Do I not have Jeremy Grant on here? I guess I don't. Oh, well, I don't care about Harrison Barnes. We can move that one over there. I guess I didn't download a Jeremy Grant picture, but it would have been on cool, I guess, for me. That's crazy. Anyway, what's good, bro? What's good, man? You already know where to reach me at if you're trying to hop on. Let me see. Okay, I got you, Uni. Hold on, give me a sec. I'm about to send it to you. Oh, bang, right here. All right. Div says, The Mavs made an offer, not full max, and to keep our full mid-level exception. And the deal is Kyrie can go look at other offers, and if he gets better, fine, that will match. That is a deal, huh? But it's like it doesn't allow us to utilize our full mid-level unless we sign them right now. You get what I'm saying? Because like these players they're gonna go off the board, man. Grant is staying in Portland. Yeah, man, you got a big deal. Yep, he got paid for sure, big time. Don't care where Brown went. I didn't want anyone under 6'8" or over 28. I agree, Richard. I actually agree with you on that. I did have reservations on Bruce Brown's height because he's 6'4", and we got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Eni. What's up, man?
What is happening? Man, happy 2023 free agency.
I like that. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. Just kind of chilling right now at the apartment pool. I don't know if I can see where I'm at.
Y'all got a beach over there?
It's kind of like a resort style pool. Really cool. I like it. Just kind of over here, just waiting, counting down the minutes till the Mavericks finally make a move. But you know, it is what it is.
I haven't seen anything. I keep refreshing my notifications. I think Wolves just tweeted. All right, what we got here? The Boston Celtics and Kristaps Porzingis are expected to finalize a 2-year deal, approximately $60 million in extensions. And good. Now, Kristaps got
good for KP. Good for KP. Finally, he's in a place where people appreciate him. He's going to have the opportunity to win. That's something that I'm sure that he wanted. So, good for him.
Yep.
Congrats.
And Troy Brown has agreed on a deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves. I did not have Troy Brown on my cue card.
He does seem like a Minnesota Timberwolves type person. I think he was on LA the year before. But yeah, the Timberwolves do love those like obscure wings that really no one pay attention to. So,
yep.
So I mean, there's still a lot of potential targets for the Mavericks. I know Bruce Brown went to Indiana. We were not going to pay him that type of money, so good for him. Your price, when you win a championship, yesterday's price is not tomorrow. Today's price, today's price is yesterday's price. So when you win that championship, definitely the price tag goes up. So he has to take advantage of it. So that's why he got paid the big bucks. I'm not too heartbroken about it. I know there's a lot of targets that the Mavericks have. Taurean Prince hurt a little bit because he was a potential one, but there's still a plethora of other targets. Hopefully the Mavericks get a jump on one, but there's almost so much that Cuban and Nico can't mess up. They should add some sort of addition to the team, hopefully tonight or in the early days of free agency.
For real. Yeah. Coy, appreciate it, man. Coy sent another $5 donation saying, I got a feeling Williams is coming to the Dallas Mavericks.
I'll be excited about that.
Yeah,
I'll be excited.
You know what, Coy? That's a good point, because if KP re-signed, that, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that is a good feeling. I hope.
Who is the other potential suitors for Grant? For Grant Williams?
I didn't hear any other rumors from anyone else regarding Grant except the Mavericks. And maybe I'm too dug into the Maverick land on Twitter or just in the internet, but I didn't hear any other teams calling for Grant at all.
I'm trying to see if I remember.
Before we get
I mean, of course, the team.
My bad. I was trying to say, before we get too far into this, you have to invite me to that resort, man. That resort style pool.
Yeah, I can do that, dog.
Man, I got it. That looks dope, man. Richard says.
Turn my camera around?
Huh?
I was gonna say if I can turn my camera around right there.
Oh, to make it
yeah. Does that work?
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, no, I was gonna see, but so you can get a better look at the pool.
Ah, dang. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Ribs says TGK true. Kai and Nico should have had this deal done weeks ago. Like I was saying, any that I believed with Kyrie quote unquote hosting these meetings with these other teams. I feel like when you're at work and sometimes there's a meeting, say on Teams, and there's like a 5-minute meeting. You're like, man, this could have been done over an email. That's how I
Uh huh.
feel Kyrie's meetings should be going today. This could have been done over an email. By 5:11, we should have had Kyrie assigned with the Mavericks, and it is 5:30. So what kind of things could they even be talking about that could be delaying the signing for the Dallas
Well,
Mavericks?
I'm completely for Kyrie taking meetings, and here's the reason why. I know it kind of holds us up a little bit, but Kyrie needs to know that uh, there's
Nobody
no
else.
market. There's no market for him.
Yeah.
If we go ahead and just throw out a number immediately, he's going to think that we're lowballing him. Who know there's a potential to think that we might be taking advantage of him, lowballing him. But when he actually goes out and actually tries to see the landscape of what teams that can actually pay him, and then he comes back and the Mavericks like, hey, we got 40 mil waiting for you. Just need your pen to just bring your pen to the paper. Then he's probably going to feel a little bit better about the situation. But we all know, look, with these deals being done, the problem with the NBA nowadays is, these cats are just so unhappy all the time that even if they sign this stuff, you have no idea like how long they're even going to be willing to even stay, you know, loyal to their deal. That Kyle Kuzma, 4 years or 4 years for 102? Guarantee you by next year he's going to be asking out. He's going to try to find his way to California in any way, shape, or form. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully we can be competitive next year so that Kyrie, when he signs, that he will actually want to stay here and want to win here. But we'll see. I just want to get at least the only thing that can happen today in the next couple of days is verbal agreement. So I just want the verbal agreement. That's it.
Yep, I agree. Richard Case says Dwight Cuban gets a 4-year, $100 million deal. It's jokes. It's all joke.
I will drown myself in this pool. I'm so done.
Yeah, I don't want to be too. All right, F it. I would want to be too negative on the Dwight Powell potentially coming back. I don't see any notification yet, so I'm holding out hope that is not a thing yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm just hopeful that.
I know there's a lot of sentiment around Mavs fans that they won't mind having him back. Being a third string, limited minutes. At a veteran minimum. Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think if we're gonna have him here to be a mentor, like who is he mentoring and how is he mentoring these people? He doesn't have the skill set that Derek Lively has. So how is he gonna mentor him? He's gonna mentor him to be a better pro. Like we have guys already that can do that. You know what I mean? We have Tyson Chandler. We got who's the coach that.
What can Dwight teach him? Like you're making a great point because it's like,
I mean, how to catch lobs. Like he already knows how to do that. I mean, we have coaches upon coaches, players. I mean, look, if you want to get someone who can mentor him and stuff like that, get a guy who actually has had some skin. In terms of success in the league, like what has Dwight done to get this type of respect? My fear is they're trying to make him a Udonis Haslem for the Mavericks, but he hasn't done anything. Udonis cut his teeth, marking some of the greatest players to ever play the game on the way to championships. Dwight Powell literally is unplayable in the playoffs. Like what are we doing? So I know a lot of people, on Twitter are saying, the people who don't want Dwight Powell back don't know ball. But at the end of the day, is what's the direction that you want to go in terms of team building? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like by having Dwight Powell on the roster, we're taking up a spot for somebody else that can potentially be more useful in the long run for the Mavericks. Like Dwight
Yep.
Powell's not that guy. He's not that guy. He has no. His skill set is one of a fringe NBA talent.
Yep.
Good basketball player, but I'm sure if I tried to play him in basketball, he would destroy me. But I'm not in the NBA collecting checks. He is, and he is vastly overpaid. A vet minimum. He can be a vet minimum team for the teams that want to have his services, but no, we don't need him. We don't need him, and for him to be on the roster, it's almost like with Kid, is they need any excuse to just play him.
Yep.
And we're to the fact now that people are throwing the idea of having him be the I'm not going to say the term, but to be the starter at the year, the plug-in starter until we deem Lively ready.
I'm
You know
glad
what I
you
mean?
said that. Let me cut you off right quick. Larry, thank you for another donation. He said, We Talk Mavs, we discuss how Kai can hurt us in free agency, and now a lot of wing defenders the Mavs targeted are off the board. Thankfully, Cam Reddish is not off the board yet, but I get where you're coming from because, yeah, like I said, I think if we would have had this deal locked up, we would already be feeling a lot better by now, and we would have been able to move on to the next player, get that MLE done, because things are going to go like. There's more news. As a matter of fact, let me give y'all some of the news. I'm pretty sure y'all mentioned in the comments. But Reggie Jackson has agreed on a 2-year deal, $25 million deal with the second season as an option to return to the Denver Nuggets. I guess that's cool. And Javon Carter has agreed on a 3-year, $20 million deal with the Chicago Bulls.
Good for him.
Wow. And now, free agent. I can't believe this. The Phoenix Suns have signed 3 players, and I don't know how to get money, but I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah.
Chimezi Metu has agreed on a 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. I like Metu. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
How are they getting these guys, man? Like,
he's an okay player. None of these guys are moving the needle for me. None of these guys. Never that weird. Even the one who slightly moved it was Torian Prince.
Oh, yeah, Torian Prince to Lakers.
Yeah, Torian Prince moved the needle for me. I kind of grunted at that one. But so far, I mean, Bruce Brown. I mean, this is what I know. Bruce Brown. He had to pay for everything he wanted. So if he wanted money, if he would just cared about the money, it was going to be Indiana. If he cared about being in a competitive environment, then he would have to pay. So you would have that $20 million price tag when it went to around 12. Join the Kings, to join whatever team had the mid-level exception. And then if he wants to defend the championship, that price goes all the way down to 7. So I'm not worried about Bruce Brown. No one really worried about him until this year. He's a good player, but he's not league changing.
Yeah. So for everyone in the chat, if there is a term, if I end up using it during this stream, which I should have said it 30 minutes ago, but I haven't used it, thank God. There is a term that's been thrown around on Twitter. I mentioned it on Twitter. I'm going to mention it once on here, but it does not count. It does not count. I'm going to mention it just for y'all to know. But each time I mention this phrase to talk about a center for the Dallas Mavericks, I'm going to put $5 to the side in a pot. Depending on how many times I say it, then I'll donate it away to someone in chat. But trust me, I'm not going to say it because I hate this word. But if I were to say, again, the one time I say it does not count. If I were to say stopgap center, after this point, I'll be putting $5 into a pot and I'll donate it. I hate that phrase so much. I understand it. I understand because it is a cool phrase to say right now. It's not yeah. Who's yelling at you back there? Oh.
Bunch of people.
Hold on, I'm trying to get your mic right. There we go. Unmute. And mic, there it goes. Try to mute your mic. It wanted me unmuted. Hold on. What is that? Unmute mic. Can you unmute your mic, Eni? 'Cause I can't hear you, man. There it goes. Oh, there it goes. All right, my bad, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. So if I were to say that phrase, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna put $5 to the side, and then, but I'm not gonna say it. I know it's a cool phrase to say right now, but it's not that cool. Roman Obiskar says that sounds dirty. Williams is coming. Roman also said, "Did we sign LeBron yet?" No, we have not. I think that ship has sailed. LeBron should have asked for a buyout by now for that to happen. Frank says, "Did y'all see early that Cavs signs Karis LeVert, 32 million, 2 years, I think." Yeah, saw that, and I don't have his picture up here. If not, I would have put that in the cool, I guess, category. But good for Karis LeVert. I mean, last year I would have probably done the THGA for Karis LeVert deal last year. Now I feel like you could use THJ for Ayton. Clippers and 76ers will get a deal done to get Harden to the Clippers. I posted about
Wait,
this.
say that again? Oh, okay.
I posted
I
about.
I thought that was a report.
No. Let me get caught up on the tweets right now to see if there's anything out there. But no, I talked about this earlier in regards to James Harden. I'm like, is there actually is James Harden, like, if you're a GM of the team, is James Harden a player that you're like, yeah, we got to go get this guy, we got to pay him max dollars? Like, do you see James Harden like this, Eni?
I mean, not anymore. Probably max dollars, no. I mean, he still can be a very vital piece to any championship if he so happens to start playing during the playoffs. If he, whatever proverbial monkey that so happens to curse him during the playoffs, if he was to get over that, he can be, a very viable piece for any championship team. But he's definitely not the James Harden he was, 3, 4, 5 years ago back in and probably not even Brooklyn, let alone even Houston. And so I'm hearing that he wants to try to go back to that role where he was in Houston. And that he is like not happy being like the point guard anymore. And so we'll see how that goes. I was trying to walk back to my apartment and get all my stuff, but I left my keys back at the swimming pool area.
I got a funny comment right here. Shout out to Alex. He says the Rangers have made more moves so far. Oh, that's hilarious. So I don't know if everyone can see the screen where I tweeted this earlier today. I said, if you're a GM, how much would you give James Harden for a contract on your team? And 37.5% of the people said avoid at all costs. And another 37.5% said 30-ish mil per year. I find that pretty fascinating because a couple years ago, you couldn't say this about James Harden, but here we are. Gonna remove that. We're gonna go back to this one. Frank, I see what you put there, man. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not. Nope. Not gonna say it. Strus 4 for 64. Hold on. Ain't no way. Hold on. I don't see the Strus yet, but I see the
from
George
who? For Indiana?
No, I don't see the Strus yet, but I believe Coy says Strus for 4 for 64, but I don't know. I only got notifications on for Woj and Sham, so maybe he did. I don't see it yet. But George Niang has.
You don't have Stein?
I do, but he ain't tweeted.
Okay.
The last one he done is Bruce Brown to the Pacers. But we do have a new one where George Niang has agreed on a 3-year, $26 million contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Niang just
Yeah, I heard that.
doesn't necessarily
That's probably where Strus is going too, I think.
to Cleveland.
If that Koi if what Koi said is true, I think Cleveland was targeting Max Strus. I think I saw that, so that could be the team where he went to. I'm about to get to my apartment. I'm gonna, because my phone is overheating. That's probably why it's effing up.
Gotcha.
Because it's so hot out here in these streets of Texas.
Yeah.
Supposedly we're higher than 99% of the earth right now.
Yeah, it does feel like that. All right, man. I'll catch you back on when you get ready.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if there is any ladies, hello. For all the gentlemen here for this free agency stream, shout out to all of us. Let's see what we got here. Try to get caught up on some of these. Says TGK, the beard is not the same. Yeah, he ain't the same no more. I saw this by Martin. Shout out Martin. He says at the Jeremy Grant overpay, if I were Dame, I should demand a trade right now. He should be calling Miami. I think Miami would have a good deal for him. Big Fat Winner says, I believe you said it once before on here. Try to see. TGK, I don't think Kai is hurting us considering all. Riv says, TGK, I don't think Kai is hurting us considering all the players are going to the highest bidder. Grant, Brown, Kuz, all going for the money. They'll eventually request the trade out. Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all see this tweet right here? Free agent. Hold on. Let me get the screen right. Free agent Kyrie Irving has agreed to a 3-year. Can y'all hear me? $126 million contract to return to the Dallas Mavericks with the player option in the 3rd season. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. How much is 3 years, 126? Because you know that rumor was, 42 a year? All right, 42 a year. That's pretty good. Hold on. I know y'all going crazy in the comments. Where were y'all at? What y'all thinking? Coy says Kyrie 2 for 126. Yes, sir. Well, the 3 126, but the 3rd as an option. Ooh. Well, we got him. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. That was half the battle there. Half the damn battle. Wow. I'm glad we didn't have to wait. I'm glad we didn't have to wait for this. This is perfect. This worked out a lot better than I envisioned. This is great. This is great, man. Hey, 42 mil. I think it's gonna be like 38 the first year, then like 40 something. I don't think it's 31 mil a year. I thought he was gonna insist on that 5-year max. Thought so too. 42. Kyrie, 3 years, super safe for us to be. Hey, to be honest, 3 years is really good. Hold on, let me see if I can play better music right here. Let's get this song going. Now we can kind of like just chill, man. We just enjoy the vibes, man. We got Kyrie. He's coming back. Shout out to Nico. It is very much a great deal for us. As I welcome back in, you ready or you want me to keep you off screen?
No, I'm good.
All right. Did you see the news, Eni?
I did. As I was walking in, baby, we up.
We up.
We are up. Let's go.
Up.
That contract. Let's go.
What a contract, man.
Hey, don't let them see our secret chat.
Oh.
That's crazy. We are
You're
up,
right,
ladies and gentlemen.
And then you take that
All
off
right.
the screen.
I mean, make more moves, huh?
Here we go. Man.
So what? 2 plus
It is.
1.
Yeah, 2 plus 1. That is a favorable contract, bro. Like it is extremely underrated. I mean, because I would have been okay with 4, right? But 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 for all of this, quote unquote back and forth. 2 plus 1 is that. All right. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. I'm so used to being disappointed as a Dallas Mavericks fan that I'm just shocked at how well Nico is running the organization, bro. Are you not shocked on how well he's doing? Phenomenal.
He's doing a phenomenal job. Like,
that's crazy, man.
I can't. One cannot. I guess overstate how much. Now I got the Kyrie highlights going in the back. That's what I'm going to be doing until we get the next domino to drop.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's very good. So
all right. So let me get my tier list back up here. I'll remove this. There we go.
Okay. So I can help you too. So Jakob Poeltl has signed a 4-year deal to stay with the Raptors. So I don't know if he.
Right, let me turn off my music because I don't think my internet can hang at the moment.
Brian Windhorst is punching air right now.
So Kyrie Irving, ladies and gentlemen, I am able to move him from the free agents to the Dallas Mavericks tier section. Man, where's my round of applause? Sound.
Oh, you have a drop for that?
Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Bro, like it's like a sign that the Dallas Mavericks are a destination now. They are very much a destination now.
Yeah.
In the NBA. And now from here, now this is where the real deals happen. Now let's see what else. Oh,
Cam Johnson
Yep.
Back to the Nets for 4 years.
4 years. That's a crazy big deal for him.
So who's on the top of your I want list?
All right. So we still technically have the mid-level exception, the biannual,
full.
I'm assuming Kyrie's first year is going to be like what, 38, 39, and then ascending after that. Especially if he's going to have a player option, that third year is going to be a massive one. I'm pretty sure it's like 50 mil. With Draymond, he went back to Golden State, so I'm put him in the boring. That was expected. Who else on here do I have that have made a deal yet? So I would say mid-level exception right now. If I had to give a mid-level exception with Kyrie coming back, and this is tough. I'm calling Brook Lopez first. I'm be like, hey, Brook, I know you got great rapport over there with Giannis, blah, 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 but look what we got. We got Kyrie and Luka. You know, that's the first person I'm calling to see if he's willing to take that mid-level. What do you think?
Yeah. Brook
Lopez.
Okay. To have your what kind of center?
No.
Okay. Chris Middleton back to the Bucks. 3 years, $102 million.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I may have another guest for us. Are y'all prepared? From We Talk Mavs.
Let's
we
go.
Have King in the building.
What's up, y'all? I'm at the O's game right now, so it's pretty loud.
Oh,
I just wanted to jump on to say, hold on. See, I wasn't gonna cut my screen on, but you see, we got an O's hat and all that.
Nice.
But we got Kyrie, y'all. That's it.
We got Kyrie, bro.
We got Kyrie, and it's 3 years. Good job, Nico's the man. But that's all I wanted to say. Y'all appreciate y'all. Keep doing.
Quick break on the contract.
You say
first
what?
Year salary, first year with 8%. Hold on. They're saying that Kyrie's first year salary could be $38 million.
Wow. King, before you go, I was telling Eni, like, right now I'm in like a state of shock because these things don't happen to us. And Nico is doing a fantastic job right now that I don't know how to react to this.
It's unreal, right, TGK?
Yeah,
it's unreal. It's like you're not used to it. I've been trying to tell the Maverick fans, like, it's something new. We're not used to this. We used to being burnt so much. So when things are going right, we question it. But Nico's the man.
killing it,
That's it.
killing it.
All
He's
right,
doing a
y'all. Thank
phenomenal
y'all.
job. All right, brother.
All right,
Have
bro.
fun at the or I don't know how to pronounce those teams' names. Have fun.
All right, bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after King has left, we have another We Talk Mavs host to join the stream to give us their thoughts on Kyrie. We got none other than Rel, the
What up,
tech
Rel?
god. What up, Rel? He doesn't have his mic on, but whenever he gets ready, he'll be on here. But
Oh, there you go. What's
there
up,
you
man?
go.
My bad, y'all. Hey,
Rel,
man, listen.
what you
You
think?
see my name on my screen, right? You see my name?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Kyrie. Listen, man. I remember I brought this up about a few weeks ago when we were talking about what would we give Kyrie, and I said 3 years. I would love to do 3 years. Perfect.
Rel, not to repeat myself like I just told King, but I was saying this just feels completely different because we're not used to this, and I don't know how to react to it necessarily. Like I'm like, is this real, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
when we've never experienced this, and Nico's doing an amazing job. When you saw the news and you saw it was 2+1, what did you immediately think?
Oh man, listen. They must have had a talk with Kyrie. Well, I think Mike Fisher kind of mentioned it when we had him on the show. Look, man, if you're gonna have a guy like this and you make that kind of a move, knowing that he's going to be a free agent, you got to have some type of an understanding with the guy when you trade for him. And I think they might have had something in place. Remember the whole quote unquote handshake? It might have had a lot to do with it, with this whole thing. Like I said, 3 years, that's perfect. It kind of gives him that option. I think don't him and Luka's contract kind of run side by side now?
No, I think that was if he was signed a 4-year deal, actually.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of close. Okay, but yeah,
so
it kind of gives him wiggle room to kind of get another contract. You know, down the line here in a couple of years, he can opt out and get an even longer contract or a bigger contract or whatever the case is. And it also makes it easier to move him just in case, something don't go right or whatever. It makes him an asset now. So, look, perfect. What are y'all know what the numbers are as far as how much he's going to get paid?
So I've seen I haven't yet confirmed, but I'm seeing the first year salary is somewhere near 38.
Oh my God.
So Big Fat just commented. He said Irving first year will be 38.64, rising 8% each year.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that is perfect, bro. Here's why.
Bruh.
Here's why this deal is so perfect. In 3 years, Jaden Hardy will be so developed that if you lose Kyrie after that third year, you're kind of good, right? But also, it maximizes the potential for the Dallas Mavericks to add talent around Kyrie and Luka. It maximizes both of them. This is massive, bro. Massive. What a deal,
man. I can't even I'm trying to get my thoughts together with this, man, because it's so, like you just said, it's so much you can take from this. Like, this opens up so many avenues as far as what we can do in free agency now.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised you start seeing our names pop up here in the next few minutes or so, man.
Yep.
Or we could probably get a trade here in the next few minutes. We don't know. So, man, oh my God, this is crazy, man. Shout out to Nico, man. Shout out to Nico.
Nico, A plus free agent. I mean, off season so far.
Yeah,
A plus. It's now officially. If it wasn't an A plus, it's an A plus now.
Man,
crazy.
Like I said, I'm speechless, man. I don't know what to say.
I know. I had some worry about that Kyrie was going to drag this out. I hope Larry's still in here. Larry, he didn't drag it out, thank God. But now the Mavericks can get to work. Now the Mavericks can go and do what we need to do.
Can I point out something?
Go ahead.
Read it. Let me read a tweet. So this person could be wrong, but Kyrie Irving at 3 years, 126 mil, puts the Mavericks at 13.3 million below the tax, and 20 million below the first apron with 11 players. They could use the 12.4 middle level exception and the 4.5 biannual exception, but using both would take them over the tax. Which, if you're trying, first of all, it's winning time, so that should be something that Cuban's willing to do. You can't try to nickel and dime the winning process. It's going to take a little bit more of an investment. So, yeah, I just wanted to read that tweet out. I don't know how correct that person is. It's not Mav CBA. So,
it sounds legit though. I mean, because I think the key number was 38. I believe the number was key. The key number was 38 to keep that full mid-level exception. Man, right now I wonder what the hell Nico is doing. I wonder what he has up his sleeve, man.
He's probably. I mean, we haven't heard anything about Grant Williams. So I'm, I think before free agency started, we were seeing that the Mavericks were linked to them. Of course, there's still Jay Crowder. I haven't heard anything about him. So right now, if I'm the Mavericks, I'm trying to get your starting center, your
Brook Lopez,
your
MLE.
your SG starter, or I'm trying to load up on wings. I think Dimanchendo's going to New York, but if I can get me a Grant Williams, I can get me Jay Crowder. If I can definitely get me someone like Dylan Brooks for defense. But who's the young cat from that was on the Blazers? I just forgot his name. Reddish, yeah, Cam Reddish.
Yeah. And Thibault.
Or Thibault. I know they're on a restricted deal. He's a restricted free agent, but these are guys that, those are the guys I'm wanting real bad. So let's make it happen.
Frank says, "Super flat rich. I can see Europe from here in Texas." Man, see, Rel, with Kyrie re-signing with the Dallas Mavericks, doesn't it now feel like the Dallas Mavericks are a destination?
Yeah, but this is what I was gonna say too. With this whole thing, now we see Kyrie is saving the Mavericks money. Is this going to be another one of those situations like Donnie used to do, where can you take a pay cut if we don't capitalize on that? It's gonna be one of them situations. I'm praying it's not. Like, if you're gonna have Kyrie take a pay cut like this, and you have other options as far as your full MLE and the biannual and all that, you gotta take advantage of that, man. You gotta take advantage of it.
Yep, I agree. I think the first part, like, all right. What was just
for anyone who cares, Trey Jones just agreed to a 2-year, $20 million deal with San Antonio.
Ever since the Kyrie deal went down, like, the tweets have stopped. Like, we haven't seen many.
The tweets have stopped for you, or I'm reading some.
Some, like, there's only been like 3 more signings, right? And they were back to back, and then it just slowed down. I wonder what is happening right now. I wonder who Nico is on the phones with. If I'll start with you, Eni. If you were on the phones right now, trying to get a player, who is the first player you're calling right now that's still a free agent for the MLE?
Grant Williams.
What about you, Rel?
Oh, I told y'all after the draft, that's who I want.
Grant Williams.
Yeah. So he fits the environment of what we want this team to be.
True.
I think I'm with Eddie. You get like a Grant Williams, and you get like a Jay Crowder or somebody like that.
Yeah. Get some nice
I think we're good.
Wings.
Yeah.
That up.
Are y'all saying Grant Williams with the idea that we're still going to go trade for a stopgap? I thought I was going to say it. For an actual starting center for the team.
But you did say it, did you not?
No, I just said stopgap. I didn't say the whole phrase.
Oh, boo. That's weak.
I set it up.
$5, Buster.
But do y'all think they're still going to make a trade for a center, the start for this team?
So I forgot. I think it was Mavs Draft who tweeted something late in the mornings, but I couldn't sleep, so I saw it. It was like probably 1, 2 in the morning. I think I saw it around like 5, but it was like already 2 hours old. And that trade for Um, the trade that involves the 24th pick and Rashard Holmes hasn't been completed yet. So
Yep.
technically, we don't even have the TPE. We don't have it hasn't been finalized, right? So there's actually still room to where stuff can be added in, stuff can be taken out, and I think it doesn't get finalized till about I think the 6th or 8th. I always get those days mixed up. Um, and so we can actually turn it into a 4-team trade that lands us DeAndre Ayton that gives I think there's like a 4-team. I think 4 teams got cap space. Um, I forgot who else went. I'm gonna try to find it, but it ended up with Dallas getting who they want. It ended up with for the Phoenix Suns more money went out than coming in, so it was good for them. And then they got some additional players. So it was a trade where even though I had 4 teams, I could see literally all 4 teams saying agreeing to the deal. Like it wasn't like one team was getting completely screwed over.
I hope so for our case. I hope we do get that quote unquote center for this team. Nancy says, TGK, do you think that now Jeff Van Gundy has been fired, the Mavs can get him on our coaching staff? I don't know if I'm in a minority or in the majority, but I would not mind having Jeff Van Gundy on our coaching staff. I think he brings a plethora of experience that you cannot buy anywhere. And I think he could come here and help Jason Kidd just to help him be a better head coach. I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's a lot of players that enjoy playing for Coach Kidd, but I think there's other elements to his style, to his delivery, to everything that he does, even just out of timeout plays or out of the last second play calls instead of having Luka chuck up threes. I think Jeff Van Gundy can come here and kind of just even polish up more of Jason Kidd's skills. So I'm for Jeff Van Gundy coming here. What do y'all think?
I'm with you. We've been saying that, man, probably since that rumor had got out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm definitely down with the whole Jeff Van Gundy thing, man. I think we said it earlier on the members only show. I know a lot of people are like, he says crazy stuff, and it's like, yo, you have to separate the TV Jeff Van Gundy from the coaching Jeff Van Gundy. That's
Yep.
2 different people. I'm telling you, if you are not old enough to remember Jeff Van Gundy as a coach, please go back and watch it and do your research on this guy. He's a very,
That's with
very
the
good
Knicks.
coach. Yes, with the Knicks. Yeah, even with Houston, he was a good coach.
Yep.
So he hasn't had a lot of stops. He only had 2 stops in his whole coaching career, but with those 2 stops, he did very good with those 2 franchises. So yeah, I'm definitely down for Jeff Van Gundy.
Hell yeah.
I
Man.
think he'll elevate Jason Kidd too, man. I think he'll elevate Jason Kidd's coaching, like Andy just said.
Yep.
So here's
Go
the
ahead,
tweet.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, were you about to say something?
No, you go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna read the tweet I was trying to reference. So this was 16 hours ago by Mavs CBA. All right. So to use Holmes in a trade for the Mavericks to receive Ayton, it seems like it needs to be a 4-way deal. So here's what's going out. The Mavericks, Bertans and Tim is going out. For Sacramento, Holmes is going out. For Phoenix, Ayton is going out. And for OKC's, the 4th team, cap space is going out. The Mavericks, they're receiving Ayton. Sacramento, they receive cap space. Phoenix receives Tim Hardaway and Rashard Holmes. And OKC receives Bertans. So,
Yeah.
it all works out.
Yeah, that would.
Sacramento, of course, wanting cap space. Okay, Phoenix needing depth. Oklahoma City, I think they just, whatever. I don't know what they want. They could either tank or try to go for it. I think they're going to probably go try to go for it. And of course, the Mavericks will get Ayton. So moves can still be made that can completely change the fortune of.
Yeah. I haven't seen any more tweets, man. It has become silent. What have you seen? Any other silence? Yeah, I'm like it's a little too quiet.
So Flash Buzz Flash Sports Buzz. I don't know how accurate these people are. The Heat and Cavs are trying to get a third team involved in a potential Max Strus sign and trade.
16 mil per year for him or something?
Something like that.
For Strus?
For Strus,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what I said. I'm like, I guess. So I am still interested to see how the rest of this goes because Cam Reddish is still available. Brook Lopez, quote unquote, right now is still available. DiVincenzo is still available.
I think DiVincenzo is heading to New York, and I think Brook is probably paying him.
The
Milwaukee.
Villanova
Yeah,
Knicks.
the Villanova Knicks, exactly. And they might as well bring Jay Wright out of retirement.
I'm calling Dennis Smith Jr. and be like, hey, bro, we got to buy biannual.
Dennis Smith comes back. I'll be doing backflips.
Man,
I
still got his stuff too.
Can a biannual get it done for Dennis Smith?
I think he can, honestly.
Yeah,
and did you see? Now this is a little controversial, but I don't give a fuck. I saw that Miles Bridges. Div Ray, you tripping? I saw Miles Bridges.
Div, tell me why.
His representation, which I think is Clutch Sports. They're trying to get him to get the Hornets to rescind his qualifying offer so he can be a restricted free agent. I mean, unrestricted free agent. That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Now I'd be another person. I don't care what y'all say. I'm above the controversy. I know how people are.
You know the Mavericks. Well, yeah, that too. But you also know how the Mavericks. You know, the Mavericks it's them. You know.
Yeah, but you know, if I'm Nico, I know how people act. They're gonna be mad, of course.
Yeah, they'll get over it.
As soon as he puts up a bucket, ain't nobody.
Hey, but you know what I said? I said that he's a culture fit, man.
He's that. You telling me?
Div, he says I don't want Dennis Smith Jr. For the biannual, yeah, I do, but I want to know why you don't, because I see a lot of benefits to having him back here, but I want to see why you think not. Nancy says now that Kyrie has been signed, he can start working with all these younger players. That could be huge for us. Plus, he can continue to work with Hardy as well. Yeah, I think that is one of the underrated benefits to having Kyrie here is that one, players are going to want to come here now, and also you get to develop Hardy with Kyrie, and Hardy's going to be able to figure out how to become more of a pro.
That's a real mentor.
Yep,
right there. Not Dwight Powell.
Dwight Powell with Lively.
Here's how you get hit in the face. Here's how you hustle. Like, bruh, what can you do? So let me go to football. I'm gonna go to football.
Agree, David.
So back when the Cowboys drafted CeeDee Lamb, we had Amari Cooper, and you saw CeeDee Lamb trying to pick Amari Cooper's brains on how to run routes, how to set up the defenders so I can open them up to do what I want to do and get further separation. Why? Because Amari Cooper is one of the best route runners in the league, correct?
Yep.
If we have that mindset, what is Dwight Powell teaching Derek Lively?
Not much, man. Not much.
Hey, stick your hands up. I mean, you might be more. Yeah.
We got a juicy comment here, man. Pause on the juicy, but it says Johnny Bravo says I'm hearing a Seawood, Jared Allen sign and trade.
Okay, so ask where's he hearing that from? Where is he hearing that from? Because I saw that earlier today.
Johnny, where you hearing that from?
Yeah, I heard that earlier today from like one of those weird accounts, and they gave credit to Stein, and Stein literally commented, "I said nothing." That ilk.
That would be interesting.
That would be dope though, but who knows? Yep. This is free agency. Shit can pop up.
Yeah, and Jared Allen 6'9". I don't know.
Is he a forward?
Yeah, he's a forward. Div says, TGK, the reason I don't want him, Dennis Smith Jr., I'd rather get guys that have way more potential than DSJ, like Cam Reddish, who's a 3-point shooter and bigger. I get that.
That makes sense.
But I think if man,
But
for
he's
the
a ball handler. He's excellent at defense.
I want you to just think of it from this perspective, Div. It's a biannual contract. These are exceptions that don't impact the cap necessarily. So you get them for the 4.5 mil, 5 mil, what the biannual is. I just don't think there's much of how would I put it? There's much of a risk there with bringing DSJ back on a biannual. And for Cam Reddish, push come to shove, if you got to spend your MLE on him, that's what you got to do, right? And he's the one that has more upside. I think that's the route you would have to end up going if the market dries up. Let me see here. Johnny Bravo says, "Ain't they trying to get Bridges to the Lakers?"
Oh, I forgot he's clutch.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad.
That should low
I'm
key
glad.
be illegal. What Braun
Clutch
doing.
Sports be doing.
Yeah.
Bro,
You
I
gonna say,
thought about something too, man. I was listening. I was at my pop's house, man, listening to who's in there watching all the trades and all that stuff. And you know, remember we kept hearing about how Wendy was talking about, oh, he's gonna talk to this team, he's gonna talk to that team. I'm talking about Kyrie.
Yeah.
All these teams he's gonna talk to, and look how fast he signed with us.
Hey, Rel.
Yeah.
When they were saying he was going to do all these meetings, I was telling Eni, like, you know, when you have to do a meeting at work and like it's just 5 minutes and you're like, man, this could have been done in an email.
Yeah.
That's what I thought Kyrie was just like, bro, this could be done in an email. Sign already. Sign to the Mavericks because ain't nobody else going to give you a deal. It's just not going to happen.
Exactly.
And I'm glad it happened the way it happened. We didn't have to wait too long. Now it's just what the hell happens. Because have y'all seen any tweets? I haven't seen anything. I got Pete Delta giving me updates on weather.
I'm still looking at I'm watching my phone, man. I'm linked in on Bleacher Report, man. Nothing came in. It literally got quiet when you said it got quiet. So
yeah. Larry says I would love Miles, but after the whole, I guess the whole something, and San Antonio can't go get him. Let me read that. I would love Miles, but after the whole Donnie and the San Antonio could go get him. Damn.
The whole Donnie and
I guess Donnie Nelson, probably. I don't know. I would love Miles Turner here for sure. I don't know what it would take, but I love to have him here. Div says, can you imagine Luka learning moves from Kai and also how to free throw for the sakes?
Yeah. This is what I love about Kyrie.
Like a Kyrie and Luka training camp? Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Him actually having a training camp with Luka. But Kyrie, he does have a deeper bag than Luka. If I'm coaching and I need someone to take the last shot, I will probably choose Kyrie over Luka because Kyrie has a pull-up game. Now I say this, the reason why I say this because I'm of the mindset. Let's say this is what Luka does all the time. He does a step back. We're down by 2. He does a step back 3. We don't necessarily need that, right? Or if we're down by 1, he's still taking the step back 3. I don't get it. Technically, it's a bad shot. I need Kyrie or Luka to learn this from Kyrie. Learn how to stop and pop, right? Because he needs to learn how to rise up over defenders.
How to stop on a dime.
Yeah. What Luka does, Luka has to stop. He has to take a couple jabs, probably do a spin and do like the little one-legged fadeaway, which it can be if he times it cool, but it's a little bit harder than getting on the hip of your defender and rising up in a quick motion because defenders are most of the time are not really ready for it. And Booker's really good at it. So what Booker did at the bubble, I forgot against the team, but
Clippers.
against the Clippers when he rose up against those 2 defenders, a lot of the time because you're not gonna get an open layup because they're gonna foul you and the refs are not gonna call it. And then our 2 options shouldn't be shooting a 3 when you're down by 1, or trying to go for a layup.
Yep.
So, that's why I'll give it to Kyrie, honestly.
Richard says Dwight is up next on Spot Trek.
What does he mean by up next? As in,
I don't want nothing next with Dwight. Like it should be the end.
His next destination is what I want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had tweeted yesterday. Like, was yesterday like going away party at the offices for the Mavericks for Dwight Powell? But actually, it was not.
There's
according to
no
some tweets.
freaking way.
What?
Gabe Vincent is signing with the Lakers.
What? Free agent Gabe Vincent has agreed on a 3-year, $33 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow. Hey,
He'll-
follow Underdog NBA if
Underdog.
you don't.
Yeah, they just got Torian Prince too.
Bro.
Underdog NBA like the
Didn't they still get
like the app?
No. It's a page on Twitter.
Yeah, like Underdog NBA, like
That's one of those aggregator pages. They're pretty nice with it.
Okay. I'll go for 3. So Gabe Vincent for $11 million per year. How they pull that off?
Some teams they're just gonna go over the cap. They don't give a.
I forgot who commented, but they were like, "Now you right."
You right, bro?
Yeah.
And that threw me off. But yeah, no, someone had mentioned earlier that they hope a team offers Reeves from the Lakers a big deal to put the Lakers in a bind, man. And at this point, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Frank says, y'all see Omax also knows 4 languages. Omax and Luka should get along very nice. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really cool, how would I say, friendship they're developing, because he does speak Spanish. Luka speaks Spanish, and that's another way for them to be able to communicate on the court where the majority of the players won't necessarily know Spanish like that. Those two could be able to be like, hey, come up with some Spanish words. You got, if you could communicate in different languages on the court, you could probably confuse some people, Martin says our offense was super elite last year. It was our defense that was so bad. Good thing Traffic Cone is leaving. So many blown out leads and opposing point guards exploding in the fourth quarter.
Who's Traffic Cone?
Well, that depends if he's leaving. But to me, Traffic Cone was Dwight Powell.
I mean, that's who I would classify as Traffic Cone. I mean, literally did you know he had a 6'11" wingspan? And all he did was just stick his hand straight up.
The fact that you have a center that cannot get a block for you, go get a rebound, and has a starting
like
center.
Literally his numbers are of a third string point guard.
Dang.
Four rebounds, less than a block. Like, come on, dude. You're supposed to be our starting center.
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Fame numbers right there, Andy.
You said what?
Hall of Fame numbers.
Shit. That's Maverick Ring of Honor numbers for some reason.
Oh my God.
They're gonna go. They're gonna go back. They're gonna go back and add Dwight Powell to the championship banner just because.
It's just so wild to me that all these good players that we've let go.
Yeah. It is
And
wild,
then for some reason, he's the one that manages to get contract after contract. Like, bro, we just overpaid this dude. We don't owe this man any favors. We don't owe him any favors at all. Like, bruh.
Larry, I don't know if Larry trying to set me up. Says, please don't say the word properly, but SA misspelled because I heard it can get YouTube channels in trouble.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yes.
Look,
Yes, it does.
that's what I'm saying. I'm very aware of the situation.
Oh, so he was putting us on. Okay, I appreciate it, Larry.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Larry,
Larry,
what's your Twitter, by the way? Let me follow you on Twitter. I don't think if I don't already.
Did you hear him on the space yesterday?
No. What did he say?
You didn't hear him? I thought you were on it.
Yeah, I thought you were on Facebook, weren't you, Andy?
I fell asleep.
Man.
Oh, man.
He brought the Ayton argument on why not for the Mavericks to get him.
Oh,
and,
I was on. He did that today.
Yeah, but no, he did it on the space yesterday.
I did on Spaces.
It was some good banter, man. Good back and forth.
Good. I mean, look, this is stuff that I expect our front office to be doing. They should be doing it. Hey, why should we go get this guy? Why shouldn't we go get this guy? I mean, there's a reason why I'll go get him, and there's a reason why I wouldn't go get him. But right now, if we're staring down the barrel of Dwight Powell being our starting center next year, and you're telling me you'd rather do that than go get Ayton, I don't care what the price tag is.
Right.
Like, what are we
Uh,
talking
it's
about?
it's crucial, man. I mean, like if you see everyone's comments on here, I think everyone feels the same thing. Like we got the offense locked down. We need a center, and we don't need the stop quote unquote center, right? We need a starting center. So,
Right.
eh, and we need it, man. It is very quiet right now. Very quiet on Twitter. Other than Gabe, the Mavericks have been quiet. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like
Wait a minute, though.
what?
Wait, what you got?
Hold on. Someone just put up a good point. If the Lakers are getting all these players, how are they going to get Rui Hachimura?
Good point. Let's look up their Let me see if I can pull up the
Bro,
Lakers,
ain't no way.
Lakers salary cap. Let's see, Lakers salary cap, because I don't know how they're gonna do it.
I don't even know how to read that.
Bro, that's crazy. Hold on, let me. I know I got slow internet whenever the music starts dragging. Nah, but the Lakers. I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Like before today, they only have 4 players on contract on the team, which is LeBron, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, and Max Christie. So they have a ton of cap holes. They got cap holes for D'Angelo Russell at 38, Malik Beasley at 23, which they're not bringing him back. So that opened up space. They're not bringing back Mo Bamba. That opened up space. So
I mean,
I see.
hold on. Did y'all just see that play?
No.
I have Kyrie highlights going on behind me. I love how he broke down. I think it was Austin Rivers. Took 2 steps, stopped on the dime, rose up. Like that's the plays that, hey, we're down by 1 point, 3 seconds left to go. Those are the shots I want. Sorry, go on.
Oh, you're good. But I guess the Lakers did have cap space. Now, how they gonna sign the other players? I have no idea. But Div says Tim McMahon is saying on ESPN that Luka was keeping in touch with Kyrie throughout the summer.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey, why you didn't report that before? Until now.
Right.
Bro, there's an agenda, dog.
Thank you, Andy. That's what I was
Bro.
That's what I was pointing towards. That's what I was pointing towards.
I don't want to.
He's one of them too. He's very ESPN-ish now.
Yo, like
he's been around Wendy too much, man.
Wait, that was Tim McMahon, right?
Tim McMahon, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be a whole ESPN thing, dude. I really think it is. Like the only one who has free range to do whatever he wants is Woj, honestly. Like we saw the round of layoffs. We know good goddamn well they're not gonna lay off Woj, Adrian Wojnarowski, right? So he can speak facts, but everyone else they're just kind of like, hey, well, I mean, Kyrie doesn't have anything, but maybe he's monitoring Philly. Maybe it's like, bro, I feel like you guys are trying to wish these players to go to either LA or New York or Miami or something.
Oh, but Andy, did you? I was listening to Wendy's little soliloquy he had there, talking about, he's watching Philly, he's watching this team, watching that team, and then at the end of it, he said, but chances are he's gonna go back. He's probably going back to Dallas.
Yeah.
Why did you have this whole long spiel about what he could be doing? If you think he's going back to Dallas, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, he could. Oh, D'Angelo, they haven't signed D'Angelo Russell yet, but yeah, he could be, carrying water for him.
Kyrie tweeted, he said, "Big shout out to my agent, Shitelia Riley Irving, and my business manager, Dredrick Irving, who did a great job throughout the whole entire process. Thank you, A11 management firm." Okay. I thought it would have been like, hey, Mavs, but we'll take that.
Kyrie. Oh my god,
man. Let's see what else we got here. But how are the Mavs value Kyrie more than Luka, TGK? I don't think that's what
that's not the case.
I got from today. Luka's already signed. If anything, they're valuing Luka by taking risk on players like Kyrie or or trying to sign him on a day one. So if anything, they're showing how much Luka means to them by being as aggressive as they've been.
Kareem, just because you get or Kyrie might get paid more, because I think that might be the case,
Ah,
at least for this year, doesn't mean that they value
yeah,
Kyrie
no,
more. I think it literally took LeBron to his second stint in Cleveland to be the highest paid player on his team.
yeah, and within 4 to 5 years, Luka's gonna get another contract, and that's
Yeah,
gonna be the biggest contract in the NBA at that time. He's probably gonna be getting 60 to 70 per year. So,
I mean
uh,
he's definitely getting
sure.
super duper max.
Yeah, once he gets his 10 years, it's gonna be crazy.
Mhm.
Lau says, "What's up, TGK? Any Rel? You guys enjoying the fun vibes? Man, it's I know what it is. I don't know if it's like fun vibes. It's just like I can relax. I can relax
Mhm.
now. There's no more Kyrie's gonna leave, so I feel a lot
Yeah.
better than I did going into the stream for sure.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So breaking news:
oh,
the Lakers are not expected to bring back Dennis Schroeder.
huh?
Oh man.
I mean, you got Gabe Vincent.
True, but there was a lot of reports.
Younger and cheaper.
Yeah, there was a lot of
So,
reports saying that Schroeder had a better stint the second time around, and the Lakers were
mhm.
interested in bringing him back.
I mean,
But I do want to touch on the point y'all were talking about the whole ESPN thing. So sometimes you gotta look a little deeper in things, right? Like Brian Windhorst, I don't ever recall him breaking anything of news, right, as a reporter. I don't remember or anything in recent times other than just reporting LeBron. I don't ever see him reporting any trades, free agency, stuff like that. But he did do the whole why would they do that? Utah thing, right? Since then,
yeah, which anyway, everybody was calling that team was gonna blow it up. That wasn't that
mhm,
freaking revolutionary. People were just freaking out that he so happened to do that probably like a week or two before
yeah,
shit
like
went
days
down.
before. But ever since then, he has become more about satiable information, like to where like it's gonna get the clicks, gonna get not satiable. The what's the word I'm looking for?
Sensational.
Yes, sensationalizing
There you
topics
go.
that's gonna get all the clicks and all this stuff. So when the whole Kyrie trade went down, his immediate thing was Kyrie to the Lakers. And then you look at all the ESPN cuts today, right? Look at all the people that got cut. Jalen Rose got cut. Max
Mm,
Kellerman got cut.
mm.
You got a bunch of players. I mean, bunch of analysts that know the game. That know the game a lot more than some of these other people know it. They
Yeah.
got cut, and they don't sensationalize topics. They don't try to push and peddle certain narratives. I
Yeah.
wonder why.
You said Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah,
I said Kendrick.
They kept Kendrick Perkins. They kept Malika Andrews. They kept I think
They
Stephen
kept all
A.
the.
But Stephen A. I saw
I
Stephen
like
A.
Stephen
on
A.
I saw Stephen A. on Hannity saying that he was not worried about losing his job, so he probably knew something was up. He knew he was going to be safe.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just, I found it odd, man. I found it odd. It's like,
yeah, no,
and it's like Wendy's been working overtime to try to get this whole. The idea is Disney, right? Disney is in the game to make money, and that's why they bought ESPN.
but
So why
Disney has been in decline.
exactly?
Yeah,
And so
so
it's like let's double down on the people that could create these agenda stories that can get us these clicks, and let's get rid of the people that actually talk about the sport that we all enjoy because we don't care about that. We care
thank
about
God they still kept JJ Redick and
Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson. Yeah, thank God, because if they didn't, they're screwed.
yeah.
They're screwed.
Let me see. Nick says ESPN is a propaganda channel now. Please boycott anything Disney for your mental health state. Yeah. Yup. Uh, Lau says, Rel, last night Larry was wilding with his list.
Oh yeah. He was in there too, huh, live? Yeah, man. He was. Man, hey, we love Larry, man. He definitely makes things
Yeah.
entertaining, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Div says, TGK tell Rel said hi. Div said hi, Rel.
What up, dude? What up, man?
People cannot make much. People Luca cannot make much as Kyrie because of the years in NBA. Yeah, Luca once he gets to his 10th year with the Mavericks and he does this new deal is going to be massive. That this is going to be a time when y'all won't necessarily remember how much Luka was making. Richard says, "Hit them likes." Yes, hit them likes, man. For everyone that is watching the
Please
show,
hit them likes.
if you don't know what I do necessarily, I normally do pregame shows for the Dallas Mavericks. Since it is the off season, we're just here vibing, hanging out, a good time. But I try to do all the pregame shows for the Dallas Mavericks. in the season.
Yeah.
So if y'all new here, stick around, but definitely leave a like, man. It means a lot. What you got? You got some news for us?
Yeah. Yuta Watanabe has agreed to a deal with the Phoenix Suns.
How, bro?
That one was forecasted a long time ago, though, because he shot 44% from 3-pointer when Kevin and Kyrie were still in Brooklyn. So he I guess people figured that he probably played really well. I think he got buried in the freaking rotation because they brought in so many guys that played his exact position that he didn't get much playing time at the end of the year. So they figured they can bring him in to
how though? I guess a vet minimum because they don't. I don't know what
it's definitely vet minimum. You can bring in as many vet minimums as possible. They're just for every vet minimum, they're going to be paying like probably 3 or 4 times that. Like people were questioning why the Suns didn't want JaVale McGee at his $5 million. That's probably because JaVale McGee is probably going to cost them $25 million. Right? So it's all it's all because of that. So maybe these guys probably, they're vet minimums, but they're probably costing them anywhere from the $5 million a piece.
Johnny B says, TGK, for the Suns to be over the cap, they sure are signing a lot of players.
Agreed. It's the vet man, Johnny. The vet man.
But that's new owner syndrome. Like he's trying to make a stamp. He doesn't give a damn about the money as of right now. Give him a little bit. He's going to start seeing the finances. And he's going to be like, oh, yeah, we need to get rid of some of these players.
All right, so Joe Ingles went to Orlando for what appears. I'm trying to add it to the stream. Here we go. So Joe Ingles went to Orlando for $22 million. On the tier list, guys, if y'all can help me, we have a Maverick tier list, which he's not on there. But we got 4 other tiers. Signed elsewhere, cool, I guess, boring, or don't give a damn. Where does Joe Ingles fall in this?
I'll give him
I don't give a damn.
What'd you say, Eni?
I'll give him cool, I guess, because I like the guy. Shake Milton agreed to a deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, who?
Shake Milton.
Shake Milton.
Timberwolves?
Hey, he's a nice pickup, man. Shake is nice.
He is.
Damn. I'm hoping to see some Mavs something, man.
That's what I'm doing too, TGK. I've been looking at my phone, man, trying to that came in.
If they so happen to be the only freaking team that actually follows the rule, that would be the dumbest. Like that would be so dumb. They can't be that dumb. But yeah, I'm waiting. I'm still haven't heard anything from Grant. There's still multiple guys, so I'm not even freaking out about it.
Nick says Jingles is washed. I agree. That's why me and Eni, we were on the tier video. We were like, no, please, we're not interested. So totally agree. At his age right now, he's definitely not the player he used to be, and he wouldn't work for the current Mavericks. Isaiah is
contract. Ugh.
Isaiah in a puppet regime with the Suns. Isaiah making them put all the eggs in 3 players' basket. Heck says, why haven't they cut Malika? Cause it doesn't. It's a whole different topic. Which
it's really a whole different topic.
A whole different topic. We talk about.
Don't want to touch that.
Yeah. But I agree with whatever you got to say about her.
Exactly.
If they said she did it, she did that shit. Div says, TGK, we are not hearing anything on Mavs because they are working out a trade, I believe.
Yeah, I did. I kind of agree with you. I agree with Div. I think they're looking at a trade.
Where
I think something's going on for sure.
can someone elaborate what's making them feel that way?
Because for me, I would say by now I'm pretty sure you would have had your MLE figured out or your a buy-in or something. But since that hasn't come to fruition, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of players on hold right now because of a potential deal. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. That's how I look at it.
I mean, it is a lot of aside from Gabe Vincent's a lot inconsequential players that are being signed. So which usually means that a lot of the big dominoes are being held up because
of a possible trade.
Or
because we're waiting for a Cam Reddish. We're waiting for Matisse Thybulle. We're waiting for Dylan Brooks. See what he does. We're waiting for Grant Williams. We're waiting for Fred Vanderbilt. Fred Van Vliet. Van Fleet has he signed?
He hasn't done anything yet.
Has Dwight Powell done anything, guys?
Please.
I think that he's still taking calls right now.
Theo Pinson, he done anything?
I'll take Theo before I take Dwight.
Pat Beverly. There's stuff that's still waiting. All right, let me update my tier list. Vucevic went.
Have brought in, or at least gotten a verbal agreement from 6 different players within the first hour. Sorry,
that is
2 hours in of free agency. That's crazy.
That is nuts.
But at the same time, they didn't have a team. They just had 4 players.
True.
So guys know they're going to get playing time.
Nick says, anyone else not scared of the Suns at all?
There's
only one basketball, and they have 3 elite scorers that need the ball.
I'm not.
If we could get a center, I ain't that scared.
Very true.
Nix also says, if Mav somehow snag Ayton, I will put a Nico poster in my room.
Bruh, I think I might be there with him.
A Nico poster.
You know, like a lot of people. People bring in.
If they get Ayton, man, I'm gonna help them put the statue up right now.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Div. Yeah. That. Larry says the Mavs are probably working on trades right now since the only defensive wing left is Grant. Does Thybulle and Reddish not fall into that category, Larry? I think they fall into that too. I think they got some defense.
Yeah. You have to monitor. You have to monitor what's going down in Portland because they haven't made any moves.
Houston ain't made any moves.
Houston already know Houston ain't gonna make. I mean, we already know Houston's situation. The problem with Portland is they could vary from hey, let's try to win to let's completely just burn this thing down. The only thing Portland has done is they brought in, or they re-signed Jeremy Grant, which that one actually hurt too. Even it didn't hurt. It hurt for the wrong reasons. Like I knew we had no shot at him, but. For some reason, just seeing him get signed, I'm like, damn,
Nope.
But if they decide to, hey, let's tear things down, then Matisse is available. Then I think Matisse is the only one because Cam Reddish is an unrestricted.
Can we get either one of those? For the vet minimum.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on market. So if you have teams that are wanting to take a flyer on Cam Reddish, then it's a bidding war. All it takes is more than one team, right? Yeah. And then for Matisse, it's the Blazers. If you assign him to an offer sheet, the Blazers have a chance to match it, and then not only can they match it if they deem it reasonable, but we have that part of our cap held up for like 3 days, so we can't make any other moves based on the biannual. Or let's say if we want to offer the biannual to Matisse, we couldn't go out and get another guy for the biannual or shop around because, he is essentially being held up for if the Blazers are going to make the choice to bring it back or not.
Demon says, Suns going with all these free agencies and Mavs lack of movement tells me the Ayton to Dallas trade is not done.
What's going on in Phoenix?
Riff says, Malik is one of those people you stay away from at all costs. That's the best advice for anyone at ESPN. Yeah, whenever the whole get your finger out my armpit, that's when I was like, don't touch her.
Her boyfriend still works there too. He still kept his job.
Yeah, yep. I guess real bowed out. Div says, Ribs, when you work with her type, you make sure you never have one-on-one meetings or you will be putting yourself. Yeah, that's like sad, man.
One-on-one meetings with the door open.
Yeah. Or can I have my manager present?
I need
have HR here with us. Yeah, for sure. Richard says Portland released 3 players. Also, Watford and Reddish, both are nice.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'll take a stab at Watford.
Yeah. Blazers re-signed Grant. Yeah, I didn't see them flat out re-signing him to that big of a deal.
Yeah,
but they're signaling to Dame that hey, we're trying to play, but I don't know if they got enough pieces, bro, to compete. So I'm tired of hearing Dame. Dame should have been another word that I didn't want to use today, but here we go. I don't know what the hell Dame gonna do, but I done ran out of I care about what the hell Dame is gonna do. It burnt me out. This says maybe the Suns feel the Mavs offer wasn't good enough for depth, so they are signing these guys prior to making the move for Ayton the Dallas deal. Man, I hope so, man. Because if you we've all been saying this, and I ain't trying to beat a dead horse, but if you shore up the center position with this team, all you gotta do is get a really good player at the MLE. All you gotta do is get a really good player at the biennial. Sign one good vet minimum guy, and you're good to go. You're good to go. You're good to go. Any, let me know if you can still hear me. I can't even hear myself in my own headphones.
No, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you, but I think this microphone, after a while, can't hear yourself. Let me see.
Oh, wait, there you go. I was muted, my bad.
All right, there we go. Where we at? X-ray major facts. Frank says, curious if we get Reddish, what's his playing time gonna be like, and what's his role? What do you think, Eni? Or Rel, whoever wants to jump on that one?
He's gonna probably come off the bench.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely gonna come off the bench. He's probably not someone, unless he shows aptitude. He's probably going to show. He's probably going to be someone who's going to play limited minutes, unless he can show to be useful. If he can play defense, I'll hope he will get more playing time. I mean, because he's someone that can score on all 3 levels. Someone who can play defense. He's long, 6'8", forward, athletic, and you can't have too many of those in this league nowadays.
No, sir.
At all.
Bullock. Certainly in the beginning, when Bullock can't hit any threes, so that would be a good time for him to try to showcase what his talents are. But I mean, he has flashes, so if he can show some sort of a consistent game, because look, we don't need him to, consistently put up 12, 15 points a game, but if he can show some aptitude on the defensive end, that's going to grant him more playing time.
Yeah, another contract maybe.
Oh yeah.
Man, the news has just come to a halt, man. Like there's nothing going on.
Hey, you know what's crazy though, man? They always hype this part of the season every year. We think like, oh man, it's gonna be a gajillion trades, and then it's like a few re-signings, and then it kind of just slows down.
Yep. Because I'm pretty sure even Harden, there's a Harden trade potentially coming up too.
Yeah, and that's probably
That trade, the AD
usually
trade.
that's what holds up everything.
Yeah.
Right.
There's something holding everything up right now.
Harden coming at the last minute saying he wants to trade. It kind of sent everything in a tailspin because
Knicks. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
no, I mean you could definitely people can, make moves based off of those trades. Like, can they insert themselves in? Do they need a third team? If this team, let's say they just traded their best guy, are they blowing up everything? So their teams are, hey, this team has better players on their roster than the free agents available. So if we can try to get some of these guys off, like, let's say, quote unquote, the Wizards or something like that. Let's say like the Wizards before they traded Beal. That's what's going to be holding up people. So we have the James Harden thing that's holding up people, and then we got the Damian Lillard that's holding up people. So that's why we're seeing a lot of inconsequential type deals being made. And to be honest with you, Kyrie was also one of those inconsequential type deals because he really didn't have a market himself too.
True.
So
True.
But I'm
Yeah,
still
everyone's signing on the edges.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nick says, TGK, do you think, do you guys, or Nick is asking all of us, sorry guys, do you guys think Kyrie will play at least 70% of the available games during his 3-year contract? Well, what you think?
I can't say if he will or not. I hope so.
Here's what's cool. This contract definitely makes it a lot easier to be moved if something was to go down.
Yep.
For sure. I think with the potential of Hardy, I think he can, because he could take off those back-to-back games if he needed to, and Hardy could fill right in. So I think he could get the 70%. He can, but you just never know. You never know. And I'm not going to say like, oh, he's going to be perfect, perfect player here, but I think he can. I think he's in a situation where how would I put it? Like, the reliability on him won't be top tier like it used to be for him. You got Luka that can take over a game without needing Kyrie to do what he has to do at all times, right? So I think we'll be able to keep him fresh for a good chunk of the season. It just depends on if he does anything outside of the game that'll impact his availability, and that's what's been the issue with the other stints. Most of it not his fault. Some of it, yes, his fault, but in Texas, he shouldn't run into any vaccine issues. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Frank says, minutes. What was his Cam minutes? My bad.
You're 15.
Oh, minutes. Okay,
15 to 20.
15 to 20. Yeah. If he doesn't replace Bullock by midseason, I'll be disappointed. Div says, the minute Bullock shows up and starts good with threes, we should use him for a trade. I think he is so overrated and not great on D. Yeah. He had a rough year on defense last year. If you look at the stats, he was like -2 overall out of all the players on the Dallas Mavericks. So he had a rough year last year, and I think that's just from playing so much in the playoffs. We were killing him and Dodo in the playoffs, but father time catches up, man. Like, playing basketball for me now isn't what I used to be 10 years ago. So
yeah. Hey, yo, check this out. So
what
I want you guys to try to follow me.
All
right. Devin Booker,
Okay.
Bradley Beal, Josh Okogie, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton. Suns starting 5. Right? Seems pretty formidable. This is their bench. Cam Payne, Jordan Goodwin, Damian Lee, Keita Bates-Diop, Yuta Watanabe, Chiemezi Metu, and Drew Eubanks. Does that scare anybody?
After the starting 5, no.
And these guys get hurt a lot in the starting 5. Like, these guys get hurt a lot. Now, you can make it to where you can have any one of your big 4 be in 2 of your big 4 in at all times. But the supporting cast, I mean, I would still, if I'm them, I'll still look to add in some 2 good rotational pieces for DeAndre. Like you can't have in today's basketball, in today's NBA, you can't be this top heavy. That's not a championship roster.
And they the true definition of top heavy.
Mm-hmm. Like this tweet is tipping over as I'm reading.
Yeah, that's a crazy lineup right there for the fact that I mean they're getting players on the edges, and like you said, it don't move me, but I mean you got to fill that roster out, right? Frank says, what direction is better with Kai contract? Increasing, decline, or keeping it even numbers? I believe it's increasing. The idea is
I don't think we know.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm to guess, it's probably increasing.
Yeah, it's increasing. For sure.
Okay.
Especially if they're trying to get the access to the full MLE. The first year's got to be low enough to get you that MLE this year.
So it'll be 38, 42, 45.
Yeah. Div says the best part about the Suns' stupid KD trade is that they are injury prone, and KD is in a part of his career that he will get worse and worse. And don't get me started on Game 7, 14-point Booker. Yeah. I mean, to me, I think KD is an amazing player. He's one of the best players to ever step foot on the NBA court. But right now, at his age and dealing with the injury that he's dealt with, and he can't necessarily carry a team like that anymore, so he needs to be on a team with the Booker, with another player, another star that can help carry the team for him. But they're very top heavy, and they were better off having more, how would I say, more depth, and they don't have that. And I think you're going to end up putting KD in a situation where he's going to have to overextend himself, and who knows how that's going to work out for him. Frank says Suns going to be worse because they don't have offensive-minded head coach. Vogel going to be pooped on very soon.
Yeah.
That is an interesting hire.
Did you announce Max Strus 4-year deal to the Cavs?
I don't think so, because I didn't know he got signed. I heard the rumor that he was trying to get $16 million, but I think someone
on the chat tried to break it.
I thought they were doing a sign and trade.
I think they're probably working on them. These are being agreed to, but sign and trades are definitely still in play.
It is deafening how quiet Twitter has gotten for free agent signings. So Bill Ryder says,
this was okay. So with this Kyrie stuff, it was totally a I'm gonna call it it's definitely a Brunson. What Brunson tried to do to try to not be charged with tampering. So this is from Shatilia Riley Irving, which is his agent. So while Kyrie Irving this is from Bill Ritter, I'm reading his tweet. While Kyrie Irving had planned earlier in the day to meet with several teams about free agency, Dallas 3-year, $126 million offered. Dallas's 3-year, $126 million offer changed those plans. We planned to take meetings, but decided that Dallas would be our place. His agent, Shatilia Riley Irving, told me.
Beautiful. That's great.
Now, although we did talk about it earlier. If you heard what Scoop B was tweeting on behalf of Kyrie's people, he says he wants to be in a place that he call home for the rest of his career. Does that mean does he view Dallas as a place where he can be for the rest of his career?
I think so, man.
I mean, from the tweets that Scoop B was tweeting on behalf of Kyrie, it was like nothing but glowing reviews about, the organization, the front office. I mean, he can very well view this place as, hey, I'm comfortable here. Let me try to play, because a lot of people do love Dallas.
Yeah.
A lot of people do it. Once they finally get here, they're like, okay, this place is.
I was about to say they got to come to Dallas first to then fall in love with it.
We don't have. They have to get over the brainwashing of all the coastal.
Yeah,
cities.
like they only got cattle and stuff over there. Larry, appreciate it, man. He sent another dono.
Low key.
He said after today, the Suns will be unable to trade Aiden unless it is a 1-for-1, so they will have to make a move before 12 a.m. Eastern time. Larry, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it, man, and I hope we end up doing that deal. Why are my Xbox notifications going crazy over here? Hold on. Let's see if I can turn this off. Go ahead. Y'all could keep talking. I don't know why my Xbox is connected to my laptop.
Okay. Hey, Rel. So who? Okay, who's your number one target right now?
As far as free agency or trades?
Let's go free agents.
Free agents still want Grant Williams.
After
I wouldn't mind Jay Crowder as a vet man. That's a pretty solid pickup.
Okay.
Like you said, you can't go wrong with it with wings, man.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind Cam Reddish. I might do the biannual for him. Or you know what? You and Reese sold me. Y'all sold me. I'll do Matisse Thybulle. I know he's a very good defender. He's long, can guard multiple positions.
Mm-hmm.
If his shot is as good as you and Reese say it is, bring him in. I do it. I do him the biannual. I do Grant Williams at the mid-level. And then, of course, you already know I still want to trade for DeAndre Ayton.
I think I am.
Oh, and Jay Crowder for the big men, and that would be my move.
I mean, if I can pull up a list of available free agents, I can go through and tell you.
I got you. I got these little photos right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps, but
how you feeling about Dylan Brooks?
Oh,
y'all just gonna keep putting that in my face, huh? Listen,
I would be more for Dylan Brooks if we added in a DeAndre Ayton for sure.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What's the deal? Is it an MLE or a BAE?
I don't want to give Dylan Brooks a mid-level, man. That's the thing.
If it's available, you might have to.
You're killing me, man.
Let Ralph sleep on it, bro.
Got you.
I'm like dozing out. But I don't know, man. I'm not big on Dylan Brooks, man. I feel like his antics outweigh his play. He's not a very good shooter. The dude was shooting like under 40% from the field this season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so Hoops Hype updated their. How is the Lakers? Okay, these restricted. I'm still thinking how's the Lakers gonna be able to sign back Rui Hachimura and
Reeves. Like someone needs to throw him a big contract to make this harder for the Lakers. Because if there's one team in the league I don't want to see be successful, it's the Lakers. I just don't. I'm sorry.
I'm not even going to read this unless it's something crazy. Okay.
Div says Kyrie at 3 years, $126 million puts the Mavs at $13.3 million below the tax and $20.4 million below the first apron with 11 players. They could use the 12.4 MLE and the 4.5 BAE. Using both takes them over the tax. But the good thing about it, I don't think it impacts like the penalties.
Oh, let me throw some names at you guys. See what you guys would say. Kelly Oubre.
Somebody asked us that on the show.
20 points a game.
How many?
20 points per game. 5 rebounds.
Let me look
Here's the
Kelly
kicker.
Oubre.
Here's the kicker. 32% from 3-point.
Yeah, he's
Did you know he had a 7'2" wingspan though?
You said the White Powell?
No. Kelly Oubre. He has a longer wingspan. He has a longer wingspan than Dwight Powell.
Right.
Dwight Powell has a wingspan of a freaking point guard. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
6'11" ass mo.
So Kelly Oubre has a PER of 13.2 for his career, but for last season, I don't know what the hell it was last season. But sometimes stats are one thing, because every time I would watch him or I'd hear like stuff from the Hornets, I would always hear like how inefficient he was when he would get his points. And the dude was like a negative 278 on the court last year. I don't know.
Hey, look, give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna be right back up in the off my computer.
Okay. Herb Jones has agreed on a new 4-year deal, $54 million to stay with the New Orleans Pelicans. Signs a long-term deal. Crazy. When they declined it, I was like, nah, they're gonna bring him back. Ain't no way they're gonna let him go. No. Good for him, man. Good for him. Great defender, great player. Somebody the Mavs could use.
Let me throw you another name, Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker. I think. What's his height? He's like a guard, right? He plays like a guard, moves like a guard.
He's like 6'4".
Yeah, I think we got enough of those. Because I think we'll end up getting one more of those. And again, it just depends on where we get them at. I don't know, but I really want to maximize a defensive players first.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Lonnie can do that.
Who's got the keys to the Matisse?
Chico says, I like Wood at the 4 if Mavs can't get Ayton. Too bad kid missed that up.
Wood who? Oh.
Nick says, nobody talking about the J Kidd situation. How many years does he have left on his contract? Also, what's going on with Seawood? All right, so Seawood is not coming back, unfortunately. And I don't like how we dealt with him. So one-on-one, us camera right here, I hated how we dealt with Christian Wood. I have a friend that said he heard through the grapevine that there was just things about Seawood that just didn't bode well with the team. Those things I don't want to repeat, but the fact that he would outplay Dwight Powell in limited minutes, and we don't want to keep Christian Wood is baffling. But
he lucked into more defensive stops than Dwight Powell did.
Yep.
Trying.
And Dwight Powell's face couldn't even stop a block, bro. Like it was ridiculous. But as far as J Kidd, I believe he has one more year left on his contract after this. I think it was a 3-year deal or 4-year deal. Maybe 1 or 2 years. This year is pivotal for him. He took us to the Western Conference Finals in the first year, then not even sniffing the play-in the second year, which I was all for at the time.
Oh.
But this year is critical for Jason Kidd. Especially when we end up filling out this team the way we should be filling out this team. If you get an Ayton, if you get other pieces around here to surround around Luka and Kyrie, Jason Kidd has no excuse. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get like 55 wins. I'm sorry. But there's going to be a lot of pressure on J Kidd. And I hope he's a lot more. I hope he's not as difficult as a cover as he was last year, because he was just difficult to watch him talk about the team last year, and I just hope he's a lot better this year. Martin says, if the Suns don't move Ayton, it will be the dumbest thing ever and the worst case of new owner syndrome ever. I can't believe they rejected our offer for him during draft night. I see why they did, but it's also kind of crazy on us to not do that deal without McGee. I would have done that deal without McGee. What? How many times? How many times? Like out of 50 times, I would have done it 50 times. Nick says, big no on Dylan Brooks. Just gonna bring unnecessary distractions. Emo. I know, but when you could get a all defensive player on the squad, man, like I see the pros to it. I also see the cons. if he's still on the board a week from now and he'll take a vet min, obviously.
What about Torrey Craig?
I guess I'm just stuck on the players I want.
6'7", shot 39% from three.
Would he take a biannual?
She might take a minimum.
Really?
I mean, biannual. So he made $5 million last year,
Okay.
and I think that was probably like his best contract last year. But if the market dries up for him,
Oh, look at what Nancy said here. She said, you guys being in Dallas have no idea how bad the reporters and owner made him jump through hoops in Brooklyn about the tweet. After he came back, he finally had to say in a post game, where is it at? Damn, I can't find your part 2. I think I know where you're going with it. I do believe that the Nets did go a little like pretty harsh about, hey, you have to do these 20 things to get back in the league.
yeah, that was a little much.
Yeah, it was a little much. And I do understand how tweeting something can impact people negatively. So I'm not saying he was in the right at all, but also 2 wrongs don't make it right either. And I think for both parties it could have been handled better. But also you gotta know the optics of what you do at that position you're in. For Kyrie, you got millions of people that are following you, and anything you post can be influential. Unfortunately, in today's world, we hold players like a Kyrie, players like a Luka to a higher standard than we do our actual politicians. And not to get political, but that's a sad reality. And the Brooklyn owner, at that point, I'm pretty sure he was done with Kyrie. And I think now being in Dallas, I think for Kyrie's sake, this is a better situation, a better place. I think Cuban and Nico would have a better understanding of how to deal with certain situations. So, well, I ain't gonna give Cuban that much credit because of his past, but I think you're coming to a situation where a lot of the people here have learned from mistakes. So hopefully they're able to relate to that and be able to move forward in this organization. So I think Kyrie's in a better place now.
Mm-hmm.
Not to go off in a soliloquy, you know what I'm saying? Heat lost Strus and Vincent. They definitely get in Seawood.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. And what if Bridges is trying to go to the Heat? Didn't the Hornets hit him with a qualifying offer?
they did, but his representation is trying to get him to pull it.
Here you come to Dallas too, man. I'm telling you, culture fit. I'm here to talk about the game. They would still push to try and bait him. He would just repeat, I'm here to talk about the game, or he would have been fined or not showing up for interviews.
Yeah, I think Kyrie definitely, because our media team, as goofball and cornballish as they can be, they're not very aggressive like they are in New York. So, I mean, someone like Grant Ashford, who, you know, I think he had a good connection with Grant because Grant knows how to ask the technical things about basketball that Kyrie enjoyed answering. And it wasn't about, like, you know, what the heck and other stuff that he's rather not talk about to people who don't care about him. So, yeah, I think Kyrie will enjoy his time in Dallas. Hopefully.
All right, so I see the question. I don't know if you remember last year or last season when I was doing the pregame shows where I would do over under, but there's an over under in the comments talking about over under next season. Does Dwight Powell get hit in the face over 100 times? So I'm gonna let y'all vote on this. So we're gonna do a poll. Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell. Even though he's not back with us yet, I'll just entertain this. Hit in face.
I mean, wouldn't you rather have a Thomas Bryant?
Yes. Yeah, I'd rather have a Drummond. I'd rather have.
But since Drummond is, I guess, for now off the table, Even though we can literally his I guess thing that he just exercised was 3.3. We can literally just take him in from the rest of our TPE once that trade goes through. But what Thomas Bryant brings, I would take that over what Dwight Powell brings on the court, and it can be useful. He has some. I think he shot almost damn near 40 from the 3-point line.
So there is a poll in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Dwight Powell hit in the face 100 times next season. Which I got, the over or the under? And also, I do have a little merch store. So if y'all want to cop a TGK hat that looks just like this, check it out, man. It's in the little products below. But as far as Dwight Powell getting hit in the face over 100 times, I hope it's under, because I hope he doesn't get that much playing time. I think he was averaging almost like 3 times per game. So for my sake, or in his sake too, I hope it's completely under. Y'all see Tyson Chandler going to be assistant coach in summer league? Hell yeah. Pair him up with Lively early and often, bro. That's the guy who needs to show Lively the ropes.
This just in, free agent Josh Richardson has agreed on a 2-year deal with the Miami Heat. He's back in Miami where he had the best years of his career.
Mm-hmm. Josh Richardson.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yep. Hey, Kyrie has tweeted Dallas. Hell yeah. And Kyrie tweeted. He tweeted Dallas. Let me show y'all. Let me remove this. Stop.
Oh, with the left. Oh, nice. Okay.
Let me show. What's up, Rel back in the building with the TGK hat. Oh,
I love you, man.
Yeah, I still got the little tag on her, man. What we got?
Look at what Kyrie tweeted.
We
put Dallas with the 11 on it.
Let's go.
That is beautiful.
He's back.
According
Kyrie did switch his number from 2 to 11, LeBron, so he officially will be.
He wasn't coming back.
Oh yeah. You know what? Let me get the solo camera. I am so happy that Brian Windhorst failed in his attempt to get Kyrie to Los Angeles. He tried and tried. He pried and pried. He cried and cried because he wanted to add more legacy, more drama to Los Angeles, to give LeBron more of an opportunity to be more of whatever champion he wanted him to be in his eyes. But Wendy, as much as you tried, that all died today. Kyrie Irving is a Dallas Maverick, and 4 minutes of free agency going live. So for you, Brian Windhorst, all of your attempts, all of your agendas, all of your sensationalization, hope I said that right, did not work. Good job, but hopefully you could be less of a Mavericks hater and more of a Kyrie Irving appreciator. Let's go Mavs. Back to the layout.
Suck it, Wimby.
Hey, that's what I thought TGK was for the
Yup.
But yeah, that's dope. Kyrie put that Dallas with the 11 and for the L's. That's dope.
It is dope.
Hey, and I feel sorry for them folks who got his number 2 jersey.
Yeah. Oh well, they can be in the same boat as those people who got LeBron number 23 jerseys. It's be like limited edition.
Hell yeah.
Josh Richardson back. Good for him.
Who?
Josh Richardson back in Miami.
Yeah. Let me go in.
Herb Jones staying with the Pels. Dang it.
Yo, stop. You know, I hate it when they tweet here's a story about what we're talking about. I was like, bruh, read the room. Ain't nobody's gonna read what the heck you're talking about. We just need to tweet.
I don't care here about Herb Jones' story. It's just a 4-year 554.
We just need to tweet. That's it.
Let's talk about why Wemby was so wrong.
Yeah. Hey, Hey, drop that story. Drop that.
I'm
news.
I'm trying to compile a list of free agents I wouldn't mind seeing in Dallas. And to start,
Alex says, "I love the WWE promo on Brian Windhorst." Hey man, I had to give him the special treatment, man. You did all that work, and you just made yourself look crazy, bro. Especially in Mavericks
That's why
land.
that's what I was saying. TGK, he had a whole soliloquy talking about, oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna talk to this team, that team. He's gonna look at this, and hey, Harden is not staying in Philly. He could be. He
now
might be.
76ers in the conversation.
Now they're in the conversation. They could be number one, and all this other stuff. It's like, and then at the end, he's like, but he might be staying with Dallas. I'm like, man, why you just had this long spew about all these other teams he probably be talking to?
All right, like it's just I hate it sometimes, man. Next says if Powell averages 3 face slaps per game, then he only needs to play 33 games next season, which is a big W to me. I like I said, I hope he does not even see the court. Like
I
I
hope
still
he
believe the
doesn't see
Mavericks
a roster spot.
that too. It's still a chance. It's still a chance.
Thomas Bryant, he can go. He can mentor.
What about Mo
Derek
Bamba?
Y'all keep
You
saying
only-
these names. Listen, y'all. It has to be the White Pal. Okay.
No.
Listen, this is what I heard. I heard the White Pal's hammering skills with the nail is above any other in history of mankind. So who's gonna teach him this? Huh? Who's gonna teach him? Who's gonna teach him to be the community service liaison champion of all time?
Walter Payton Man of the Year type.
Exactly. Come on, man.
Chico says, I have a feeling the Mavs rookies go crazy. Who's more excited about Summer League now, knowing that
where I am.
We got a roster going to Summer League. They might come out with a title. They just might.
I mean, if they try.
Yeah, true. Like I said, Brian Fat Horse is part of That's a good one. Part of the GM's team, of course he'll do that. Yeah, it was. You couldn't even turn on ESPN and to watch anything basketball related around the Hoops Collective or anything where Brian Windhorst was talking about the Dallas Mavericks, because it even got to the point where like Lowe, I forget his first name, the Lowe Post, the host there, he's like, I don't even want to talk about the Mavericks. Like talking about the Mavericks wasn't even good enough for him to.
He got tired of talking about the Mavericks and he did talking about freaking Dame.
You saw that, right? He was like,
yeah, I'm like, bro, how are you tired of talking about the Mavericks, but you're not tired of talking about Dame?
Yeah, if y'all don't know, I think it was yesterday. They were talking about all the free agent stuff, right? And they were talking about the Dallas Mavericks and Kyrie Irving. And Lowe gets to start talking. He talks about the Mavericks for like 15 seconds. He was like, "Well, enough about this Mavericks talk. Let me get back to that Dame point." And that Dame point was from like 3 people prior. It just felt so I'm working. I got my headsets on. I'm working, and I'm listening to it. Right? I don't see it. I don't see it on my phone. I'm just listening to it. And like he abruptly just cuts going back to Dame. I'm like, yo, that was like 3 people ago. Like it just became so obvious how hard these people are trying to not talk about the Dallas Mavericks, which is cool. It's all right. We'll be in the finals. Dev says Rockets made Brook Lopez and over exceeding 2 years, $40 million. Damn. For real? Because if Brook Lopez ain't in Milwaukee, I don't know how Giannis is going to take that.
I was hearing that people are monitoring the Giannis situation in Milwaukee. But, whatever.
Powell got dirt on cubes. That's the only explanation. Well, go ahead. I mean, Powell, go ahead and just put it out there, bro, because you're not coming back. I'm sorry. Reggie says, if we don't do anything else as far as free agency, do y'all feel better about this team than what y'all felt in the start of last year's team? The start of this year, yeah, I do feel better about the start of this year.
We're more well-rounded. We're more well-rounded this year. I think we're less talented, but more well-rounded.
Yeah, and sometimes
you still need that third scorer per se.
Yeah, and sometimes having a more well-rounded, well-balanced team
that beats having a more talented team.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the Dallas Mavericks 2011. You had a well-balanced, well-rounded team. And you know, sometimes when you play 2K and you see like this team that has like 75s and 86s and they make the finals, I'm like, oh, no, I'm playing. It doesn't correlate. TGK, Div, he got picks. Got picks. Let me see.
No, he's talking about Powell.
Ah,
Yeah, picks or something.
yeah, it's something, bro. Something. Ro, you still here with us? Or he probably setting up something. Probably internets. Bro, this free
What about
agent.
Eric Gordon?
I wouldn't
What is
mind
it?
him. I wouldn't mind Aaron Gordon.
Not Aaron, Eric Gordon.
Eric, my bad. I wouldn't mind him.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Aaron Gordon too, but he's staying in.
Yeah, no,
Denver.
he in Denver. I mean, depends on what kind of deal we could get him for. Obviously, it'll have to be a vet minimum for us. But I would like for him to be here. There's no news. Something is going on, bro. Is anybody else like mentioning that there's like potential trade happening or what the hell? Being told San Antonio is a team to monitor in the developing 3-team signing trade talks that could bring Max Strus to Cleveland. The Cavaliers have been trying to find a trade for Cedi Osman this week, sources said. Would you take Cedi Osman?
Let's look at his numbers. Sorry, young fella, I'm not familiar with your game. I know he's tall.
He's got a little tenacity to him, man.
Yeah, 6'7".
6'7" was good.
I'm trying to get on Basketball Reference, but my internet here is slow too. Come on, Hoops Reference or Basketball Reference.
Bro.
All these freaking ads.
I really hope it ain't. Oh, Mavericks signed Kyrie and they're done for tonight. I need to see something else.
Yeah.
Frank, I saw ESPN potential Mavs lineup at the moment was Kai, Luka, THJ, Maxey, Lively, and ESPN don't know.
Yeah, ESPN don't know ish.
Like that.
But I mean, based on who we have on the team.
True.
Yeah. We haven't made any other sightings yet, other than Kyrie.
I don't know if Lively's gonna be.
So Cedi or Cedi, I think that's how you pronounce his name. 8.7 points per game, shot 37% from 3, 56% from 2. Tall, 6'7". I think he's over 200 pounds. Could be. I don't know. I don't know about what he is on defense though, because for me, defense is an eye test type thing. I could really care about. I could care less about the advanced numbers because people like to throw that around. Like it shows that you probably don't watch them, so you have to base your opinion on the numbers. It was like we were talking about it during lunch at the members only We Talk Math show.
Yeah.
And it's like, people bring out the advanced numbers and those have a place. I'm not completely shunning them, but what happens is a lot of those times is those numbers take away the context of what it's trying to report. Like there's so much more to a basketball player than just numbers. You know what I mean? Like you're taking away the whole psychology of the player whenever you're just referring to the numbers. So we're trying to bring up players like DeAndre Ayton, and we're like, oh, look at his numbers, check his numbers. But it's like, hey man, we all know he doesn't like playing for that team. And what I try to do when I'm looking at stuff like that, I try to put myself in that situation, or try to put myself as close to the situation as I possibly can. And I mean, what tends to happen is, my belief is like, I've had jobs where it was miserable, right? I came in not wanting to, not like when I woke up, like the misery already commenced, and it's like I'm not showing up giving my 110% for a job that I have no I don't care for. So you're throwing me all these numbers, right? But they're not indicating that. You know what I mean? They're just here, almost in a vacuum. These are the numbers. You know what I mean? And that's not the case.
All right, fellas.
Basketball is way more than just numbers, brother.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm about to eat me some dinner. I've been going all day.
Oh man.
I will catch y'all, man. I'm gonna continue listening to y'all though, man.
All right, bet.
So check this out. I thought you popping something up. I thought something new came out. But all right,
I did. Look at this, right? Oh, all right. Well, look at this, Eni. So it says Scalabrini, whoever else, react to Kyrie Irving's new deal with the Mavs. There's a tweet on here by Kyrie. I don't want to read it to y'all yet, but let's see what they said. I don't know if you can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it.
With a 3-year, $126 million deal to stay in Dallas. A lot of money for Kyrie Irving.
Let's see what they said.
I feel like also Forsberg, a lot of drama will come in.
How many times, you can cause that much drama in like 5 different cities and still get paid $40 million?
Well, when you play like Kyrie Irving and you got the handles like Kyrie Irving, and the way you see him out there on the court, it's like, okay, I can see how you pay that kind of money.
I feel like he's gonna. I'm
Get ready for Luka.
Like, look, the
summer of Luka next summer.
That is a great point. It will be fascinating.
They tripping. Like people,
they say something else. Just wait for it.
Whether it's Luka or Kyrie who demands a trade first.
You heard it?
How are you expecting this to play out in Dallas?
Kyrie will be asking for a trade by February.
By February?
Kyrie or Luka by February.
Can I get the under on that? Like,
no, I mean you.
We get into there. That's enough BS. So look what Kyrie says. He says, "I could be King Petty Johnson in this situation, but y'all honestly aren't worth it. Me and my A11 tribe say hello." That's kind of sad, right? A former Celtics coverage. They used to cover this guy. They used to covet.
Scalabrini might be a little bit. What's the bias?
It's all good. They can say what they want to say, but they just got Kristaps Porzingis, right? So hopefully he could at least play 20, 30 games for you, right? Y'all got Kristaps Porzingis and give me the solo camera. Give me the solo camera here. Y'all got Kristaps Porzingis and suddenly, he's the be-all, end-all. And you traded your defensive player of the year. One of the core foundational pieces on that team that has basically built the overall aura, right? The aura of that team. And y'all traded it away for a player that literally a season and a half ago got traded for Bertans and Dinwiddie at the time, which was quote unquote, there's no value there. Kristaps Porzingis, he's done. He's wraps. Y'all got him from Washington, who he was basically one of the only options there and had a good season. Yeah, he's efficient. He's an efficient player. But when it comes down to it, is he going to show when you need him? And y'all are going to trash Kyrie for signing with the Mavericks when it's probably going to be a way better situation down here, which they're not going to be, for a lack of a better term, disrespecting Kyrie down here like they did in Boston, because Boston could be that type of a crowd, a really rough crowd. I think Kyrie's going to enjoy down here, but for y'all to be talking like this because you got Kristaps Porzingis, stop it. We've been through it. We've seen it. Y'all been through it with Kyrie too. But the thing is, will Kristaps Porzingis be there when y'all need him most? And that, I don't know. What you think, man?
Like a lot of these guys, these national people, they just kind of catch on to a narrative and they just latch onto it. Like they didn't do the research. They didn't know how Kyrie really how he acted while he was in Dallas. And a lot of the times full story. Like the last time, we had a tweet that he put out that he got in trouble for. Okay. So he's probably not doing that again. All right. And during the COVID stuff, he decided he didn't want to get the jab, and he had to miss games for that. Okay, well, hopefully there's no pandemic coming out soon.
I know remix. I know.
Yeah,
I'm good.
cross your fingers. No pandemic is happening. And then what was the times before that? I guess general, general drama between the team. Like Luka, I don't know. We keep thinking that it is just like something that he does, where it literally could just be like those were just like isolated incidents and not necessarily who he was. Because we said the same thing for Jimmy Butler before we went to Miami, right? We said he was a cancer. We said he was a cancer in the locker room. We said we started talking up the side of our mouths, saying that he destroys every team he goes to. Look what he did with the Timberwolves, right? Look what he did with Philly on his way out. But no, he goes to Miami and turns out everything that we believed he was, he's not. So, it just could be the signs of the time.
Yep.
So, yes, there's a risk, but I'm not sure it's as big of a risk. And it could be just like the glowy Maverick shades I'm looking at the situation through. But, he's a grown man. And y'all thinking like he just can't control himself, that he has to start drama or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate. But, hopefully, he proves it wrong. I like the national media talk about him being a problem or whatever, because that's, to someone like Kyrie, that's just going to push him to prove him wrong.
Yep. And I hope so for our team,
Yeah, me too.
Nick says Celtics should worry about how many games KP gonna miss next season. I mean, he played great last year, and again, I was through the roof when we traded for him. I still love KP and the player he can be, but he just didn't show up for us, and especially in the playoffs, he was non-existent in there. And can the Celtics get more out of him? Maybe. I just don't know how Tatum and Brown can unlock KP if Luka couldn't. You get what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But Larry says Kyrie's agent is his wife. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty dope.
He just does things different.
Yeah, that's awesome. Keep it all in the family,
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Ladder, you got to respect that for sure. Because, I mean, think of it. She's the agent, right? So there's a agent cut. So she gets paid from the deal, and it's all in the family. I mean, that's a win-win situation. That's dope. Johnny B says, I'd take a flyer on Bamba. I would too, man. I ain't gonna lie, I would. I would prefer the center, like if, say, we got Ayton, and I know it's like a pipe dream in my head now because we still haven't done it, but if we got Ayton,
it could be working out the kinks,
and we had Lively, and then we had Bamba, I would love that center rotation. As long as Powell's not in there, I'm good. Dwight Pizzle Powell.
I wouldn't mind Mo Bamba as well. I mean, he has some skill. He's more of a skill type big, which I think he would be a nice change of pace.
Did you see the comments?
Not yet. No, take Rui off the list.
I don't know how. Rui Hachimura has agreed to a 3-year, $51 million deal to return to the Lakers. That's crazy. What?
What?
Cam Reddish to join the Lakers.
What in the hell, dude? No way.
What is going on? I got one word for that.
That one hurt.
Fuck.
But there's still a plethora of dudes I still want. So hey.
All right, let's go. Where's my
Jalen
tier
McDaniels?
list? Where's my tier list? Let's bring this back up. Bruh. Okay, so where's Cam Reddish? So Cam Reddish, I'm gonna just put him in signed elsewhere. I should have had an upset one. What else? Any other players? I think Kevin Love. I don't give a damn. He's staying with the Heatles. Haven't heard from Theo Pinson yet. Plumlee, is this Plumlee? I don't know if that's. I think that's Plumlee.
That's Plumlee. He doesn't
Have we heard anything about him?
No.
Okay. Dwight Pizzle Powell? Nothing.
No.
Okay, we still got Thibault out there. We still got, I guess, Grant. We still got Jay Crowder available.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's other free agents, but I think these are still some of the ones that are out there. Out of here, well, Fred VanVleet, I really don't give a damn where he goes. Let me put him up there. Goran Dragic, I don't give a damn where he goes. Eric Gordon, that would be cool if we could put him right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna give you three players: mid-level exception, biannual, and vet minimum. Who would you give your out of this list right here? Who would you give your MLE to?
Grant Williams.
Grant Williams. All right. Who would you give your biannual to?
Biannual,
Yeah.
I will give it to.
If you say Theo Pinson, I swear.
Can it can be out of it? Any of them?
Yeah, any of them. I think they all kind of somewhat fall in that range too. Well, not
Brooks
Lopez
probably
or-
can't get him.
Yeah, these two no.
Matisse, you probably could. So I'm just gonna say Matisse.
All right.
I'm
And
not
then,
100% sure.
And then a vet minimum.
No, you're probably not. Probably not. You probably won't be able to get Matisse. Because that restricted is going to make them a lot more expensive.
So who do you think you get?
How do you have two Brookses, or am I tripping?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
can't delete them.
You're probably not going to get Eric Gordon with the biannual.
Yeah.
Maybe
What about Dennis Smith?
Yeah, probably Dennis Smith.
All right, boom.
He made $1 million last year.
And then a vet minimum. Who? Jay Crowder for a vet.
Yeah.
All right.
It was like realistic.
All right. So for everyone in the chat, say the Mavericks come away with these players right here. We already got Kyrie Irving. Say we ended up getting Grant Williams, Dennis Smith Jr., and Jay Crowder. How would you rank the free agency? Well, what are your thoughts on that? For me, if we were to get this quadruplets besides Kyrie and then I guess a trios, if we were to get that, man, I'd be happy with that. I actually would be ecstatic with that. Let me think. Jay Crowder on a vet. Yeah, we do need him. He's 33. He wouldn't hurt. You already know he's coming with a vet minimum. And if Dwight Powell comes, that means Theo can't come and join the party.
I mean, if it was up to me,
yeah, I agree. If it was up to me,
but I'll more likely will have Theo Pinson than Dwight Powell.
Nick says it will be an A- if you switch Lopez for DSJ. I just don't think Lopez is going to take any MLE or a biannual.
What he can give you, offensively and defensively.
Bro says Cam Reddish signed with Lakers. Yeah, we saw it. Unfortunately, Cam Reddish to the Lakers. It's crazy how they got him.
Oh wow. Okay.
Also, his agent is a stepmom, not his wife. What happened?
Free agent guard Fred VanVleet.
3 year.
Signed a 3-year, $130 million contract.
Woo!
Houston Rockets. Bro.
Sheesh.
That is insane. Have at it, Houston. That's a lot of money for someone who does not move the needle for you guys. You don't.
Yeah, that's ridiculous,
You
bro.
don't. But that's to get. That's to get to that floor, I guess.
That's ridiculous. And we thought Kyrie was expensive.
Shit.
And Fred VanVleet is 4 inches shorter.
That's a lot.
That's crazy. Nick says Lakers just getting anybody they want is ridiculous.
Bro,
Clutch sports
that's
for you,
kind of
man.
what it is, dude. I mean, because
Clutch.
people have this. Yeah, he is clutch, isn't he?
Yep.
That should be illegal.
It should be.
Freaking. No.
True, Larry. Very true. Toronto is in a weird position right now after the VanVleet news. You know, not to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I think Toronto overplayed their hand with a lot of their players last season. I think they had a lot of deals on the table, and because they were trying to be strong arming teams or be the smartest team in the room, they lost opportunities on trading players to make sure they avoided losing VanVleet or to prepare to lose VanVleet. They should have traded VanVleet last year. They should have traded OG or Siakam. They won 10 first-round picks for OG or something like that. Toronto's yes, very much in a weird position. I don't know how they move forward from here because you could have gotten something for VanVleet. Now you got nothing. You're like the Mavericks from last year. Perhaps an opening to snag Siakam. Yep. Very true. Yep, VanVleet to the Rockets, 3 for 130. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I get to that floor, bro. That floor is a game changer. It's
that took what? The Rockets has 60 million in cap space. They got what, 16? They got about 16 mil left. They could probably only get one more player and then a mid-level. Yeah, I mean, I think they're still trying to build up their youth movement, so they're not. I don't know if they'd be trying to get too many more players.
bro. As much as I love or wanted to have Cam Reddish on the team, I keep forgetting his name. So maybe it wasn't even meant to be anyway.
Cam Reddish has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Lakers. Bro, the Lakers have. I ain't gonna lie, they've been doing really good in this free agency right off the rip.
I wonder if probably somewhere down the line, I don't know how many, maybe like 2 or 3 CBAs from now, they really start trying to even out. Because look, these cats, you give them money, of course they will want to go to a place like New York or a place like LA. I mean, those places they're not even worth it unless you have money. And so there has to be an incentive to go to the middle of the country, to go to these small market teams.
Yeah.
Instead of, because if you're just like, hey, everyone's just allowed this number of players, and it was like, oh, of course I'm going to like, all these people are taking less money so they can freaking play, for the Lakers and it's just so dumb. I remember there was an off season where it felt like everyone was going to LA or New York. It was like, or Miami. It was, this is so dumb. Anyway.
But man, shout out to everybody watching, man. Before I came on here today, I was a little intimidated to jump on because I saw so many people doing live streams, and I really just wanted to do one for us Mavs. So I 51. I've never seen 51 people watching that one. So shout out to everyone that's in here. I really appreciate that. And man, if y'all haven't subbed or liked, definitely leave a like. And if you want to sub, just know that I will be doing Mavs pregame shows all next season. I even go to games. I'll be doing vlogs at the games and stuff like that whenever I do go. So I'm not a niche channel for the Mavericks, but I do other content. But Mavs is a passion of mine, so I'm always gonna do Maverick content for sure. Martin Blake says Masai Ujiri trying to be Danny Ainge, but failing so hard. LOL. Everyone was surprised they didn't trade FVF early. Also, Siakam and OG. Only one of those guys should stay. The fact that the fact that Fred VanVleet is worth $43 million.
It's crazy. Right? He's not.
Brunson got 25.
He's not
Brunson
worth
is
that. He's not worth that much.
not
The
at all.
Rockets just need to get to the floor.
The 90%,
They're
right?
just spending money. They lost out. They're probably maybe they had 60. So if it's 43, the rest is, wait a minute. That's only what, 13 to
Right.
get to 60? Or am I tripping? Is my math wrong? 60 minus 43. 17. Okay. So maybe the rest is going to go to Dylan Brooks. But they needed to get to that floor. But actually, I think they're at the floor because it needs to be 90% of the cap. Yeah. So, hey, Frank, and of course, they need to overpay to get guys to play. So, come on, Freddie. I don't see why you did that. You literally just.
Bro, but Jalen Brunson is better than Fran VanVleet. I'm sorry. And
but
not to open up an old wound, I've always said the Mavericks
trying to win.
Yeah. And not to open up an old wound, I always said that the Mavericks were better in the luxury tax with Brunson than without. And that Brunson deal is so cheap right now.
Mm-hmm.
That is nuts. But it's all right. Nico has literally fixed this team within one offseason. That's crazy. That is crazy. Nick says, I'm not worried about the Lakers, though. They go where LeBron and AD leads them. What's a 40-year-old LeBron and a 30-year-old Glass knees going to accomplish? Very true. I understand LeBron is the greatest athletic specimen we've ever seen. But come on, bro. At a certain age, you just can't do it like you used to.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy that at 39, he was averaging 29, 8 and 8. That's nuts. That's nuts. But
we can still get KJ Martin. He's also another name, I think, via trade. Man, y'all just keep announcing this thing. Y'all just opening up old scabs. I'm trying to heal.
Nick says, shout out TGK, provide an alternative for Mavs fans away from BSPN and the rest of the propaganda everywhere. Yes. Yeah. No, thank you, man. Thank you.
Coastal Sports News Networks.
That's the whole point of what we do here. You got other people. You got Mavs Outsiders. You got We Talk Mavs. You also got Slightly Biased. You got Eni. You got 77 Spaces. Man, who else can I? You got 21 going on 77 podcasts. You got Locked On Mavs. You got Chat Sports. I mean, name them all. You got there is now outlets for Mavs fans because I felt. I'll be honest with you. If y'all from Dallas, I felt that locally no one covered my team.
Yeah, before the podcast era, when everyone listened to sports radio, it was just. And I love the Cowboys. Don't get me wrong. I love the Cowboys. But that was all everyone was talking about.
Everyone was talking about.
And their Mavericks takes were just ass.
Complete garbage.
Other than Ben and Skin at the time, then you realize they're just freaking puppets. And you're just like, okay. So I literally been either Cowboys talk or listen to Mav Puppets. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, so, and trust me, I've been listening to 105.3 The Fan since 2009. This is back then when they were live 105. This is when Newey Scruggs and Richie Witt and Arnie Spanier were on the show. And even Grego. I listened to it from back then all the way until probably 3-4 years ago. And then that's when I started wanting to do my own stuff and creating Maps content because there was none. And so, shout out to everyone that does create the Maps content because locally, they don't cover them, and they never will because it is Cowboys country, and that's fine. I'm a Cowboys fan too, but it's like the Mavericks. I always say this, the Mavericks have been the most successful team in Dallas for the last 26, 27 years, and they don't get enough coverage as opposed to the Cowboys. The Rangers have been more successful than the Dallas Cowboys in the last 20. The Dallas Stars have been more successful. And they still don't get the coverage either. So there's a lot of teams in the city that don't get enough coverage. And that's sad. But hopefully over time, there's going to be more outlets for these other teams. Because I would love to see shows like all of our math shows for the Rangers. I would love to see something for the Stars. Maybe I can start covering them too. But, I have a day job. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I'm still trying to learn the game of hockey.
and this is why I do it, because I have a passion for the sport. I have a passion for the Mavericks. They were my favorite team. Basketball is my favorite sport ever. It's my drug. So for me, this is just an extension, man, of my passion for the team. So, but Coy, shout out to Coy, man. We got a $4.99 donation. Kyrie Cook and Bill Simmons, go look. All right, let's go look. Hold on. This is fun, man.
Wait,
Kyrie.
what did he say?
Get to see Kyrie cooking people. Where he at? Oh crap! Is it on the? Can y'all see it? Oh no, y'all can't see it. Hold on. You share. Let me make sure I see it. Is it showing? All right, it's showing. Kyrie. All right, so Bill Simmons says Dallas had to go 3 for 126 for Kyrie because there were at least 3 other teams ready to offer 2 for 25. Kyrie responds, "I see you couldn't help yourself with this one, huh, Billy boy. Just say I appreciate you and continue to be the person you are. My tribe says hello." Bro, Bill Simmons.
He really calls him Billy Boy. Hey, we call him Bill Simmons Billy Boy from now on.
Let me quote tweet that. Billy Boy. Bro. Bill Simmons been an effing hater, bro.
Oh yeah.
Ever since we got the number 10 pick, he's just been hating. I don't know why, but he just been a hater, bro. That don't look good on you when you ugly like that. You know what I'm saying? Just mad because the Celtics. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he loved that KP deal. Pretty sure he did. Is that all Kyrie tweeted, or is he still going in on him? Let me see. Do I need to put Kyrie's tweets on my notifications?
Billy Boy. Is the email? Yo, that's funny. Okay. All right. Partial, Jay Crowder, Oubre, Beasley. So Bibbs updated his list. I like his list is a lot more organized than mine. So still available for his I guess full MLE. Yes, PJ.
Oh, you said Bibbs?
Yeah,
let me put it on the screen for you.
All right, yeah.
That way we could all see it together. Hold on, Bibbs.
And we can talk about it. Oh. I appreciate the love, people liking my tweet, but you're messing with my brain. Every time I see my screen light up, it was like notification. Somewhere.
I think here it goes. That's the tweet you're talking about. Thank you, Coy. By the way, thank you, man.
Yeah. So, based on your tiers, because you're the tier god, which is almost close to you. I just need to find something for the K. Anyway, of your how you liking his tiers essentially? So
he said,
MLE,
"Oh my." Oh, go ahead.
For his full MLE, he has PJ Washington and Brook Lopez.
I actually love that.
Partial, so I think so. Let's say for
split it up.
You can split it up so you can get 2 of these people. Crowder, Oubre, Beasley. For the biannual exception, you have Pat Bev, Bamba, DSJ, and Jalen McDaniels. I would love to have Jalen McDaniels on the team. If you can do, let's say I can get 3 of these guys, right? So I'll do partial MLE. I'll do Crowder, Jalen McDaniels to my MLE, and Pat. No, don't want Pat Bev or Bamba. No, who did I say? Crowder, Jalen McDaniels to my MLE, DSJ to my biannual exception, and Thomas Bryant.
Minimum.
Yeah, to the minimum.
Oh, that's tough. Here's my
Jackson
take on it.
Hayes, like, there's still so many ways that we can build this team. I'm not even tripping.
To me, I would do Brooke Lopez, Emily in a heartbeat. Give him the full Emily, because for lack of a better term, right? The whole stop, whatever. Brooke Lopez lines up with that. So if you get Brooke Lopez for Emily, unless there's Ayton coming down the board, PJ Washington. You get what I'm saying? Because if you get Ayton, you need that 4. Give me PJ Washington.
Got you.
And then if that's the case, I'm good on missing out on Crowder, Oubre, and Beasley. Now we go to the BAE. I want the guy that could come off the bench and run the offense with Jaden Hardy. And I think someone in the comments was fearful that DSJ could kind of take away from Hardy. I don't think so. I don't think he would, to be honest. And I think DSJ would be that defender that allows Hardy to take on a lesser offensive player on the other end, right? So then Hardy could just go and cook. It works. I see the vision. So I would do the BAE on DSJ. I'm just stuck on DSJ. And then for the minimum, who's Yurt 7? Is that a center?
That's number 77 for Miami Heat, who was undrafted, but he's a very good rebounder. Very good rebounder.
I recognize his name from somewhere, but for the minimum, I've seen his name, so I would go with Yurt 7 or Bryant. I would get that other center that you need to go behind Ayton and Lively. As if you got Ayton, right? But if you don't get Ayton, then I'd do the Brooke Lopez and either another center. I'd go center, guard, center, to be honest. That's if you don't get Ayton. If you get Ayton, Washington, guard, then center. You go so many ways with improving this team. You just got to do it, man. You just got to get it done, bro. Oh, crap. I'm going to drop my phone. Let me go ahead and stop that. There we go. Any more news, man?
I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet other than Bill Simmons getting wrecked.
Billy
Boy.
That's crazy. That man, Fred Van Vliet,
43 mil.
43 from undrafted free agent, 43 mil. And I think he didn't even have a good year last year too.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Huh. I like what Lindsay tweeted. Lindsay Kate, DFW, like super fan of all the sports teams around. She tweeted, for the time being, it's the Dallas with the 11 Mavericks.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty good brand.
For
like
Kyrie, yeah.
Yeah, a little rebrand for
what's their name needs to hop on that. True Brand.
Yeah.
Them upside down, get the upside down Dallas, but put the 1 on them. That'd be pretty dope.
Ah, yeah. Dalton Trigg says the mute button has been chef kiss tonight. Just an amazing feature.
Okay, let me see what else I'm on the other side. When you look at when you're going down your feed, do you go through For You or following on Twitter?
What was that?
When you're going through your feed on Twitter, are you normally on under For You, the For You tab, or following tab?
I honestly I never check it, so I never know where I'm at.
Okay.
I'll probably
you can
follow it. Yeah,
Did you
I
know you
never.
can switch from back? Okay. I'm
I
usually
think I
on
knew it.
following because my
Yeah.
For You tab just kept showing me fights, dude, and
Uh,
I was like, bro, I don't need this much negativity in my life right now. Like, it was showing me some gnarly things. I'm like, bro, why are you showing me this stuff? Literally, just people getting their ass whooped on the side of the street. I'm like, okay, I think I've seen enough. I've seen enough. And I just went on following.
My friend, he responded to one of Woj's tweets where it says, "Forward Julian Champagne is finalizing a new deal with the Spurs," and my homeboy's like, "I don't know who the F this is, so free agency must be over." Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, well, let me go and read some of these comments here. Let me get caught up. Sorry, I neglected y'all a little bit. I don't know what the hell we were. Oh, we were like reacting to Bibbs' list. Raiders to the Lakers. Shout out TGK for probably the alternate. Yeah, I already shouted you back out for that. Larry says that was the purpose of the CBA, to stop player movement or at least slow it down. But a lot of mid-tier guys just said, "Screw it, we'll take the vet men for a year." Yeah, true.
I mean, they've been doing that though.
Riv says the max contracts hit different when you see it's in a state like Texas and Florida with no state income taxes. Shout out to all my Texans. Yes, sir. Richard K says, I like KJ also. This is Kenyon Martin's son, right?
Kenyon Martin's boy.
Kenyon Martin's boy. All right. Dallas is a football town. Cowboys, of course. Alex says, y'all preaching right now. I think we were talking about the Mavs not having the coverage locally. Nick says, imagine if the Mavs, Cowboys, Rangers, and Stars win the championship all in the same year. We would have to be called Title Town, thankfully.
That'd be nuts.
Riv says, Dallas is a sports city. We love our sports down here. We got like 6 professional teams. It leans so heavily to the Cowboys, you know?
Yeah.
I understand it will.
It's the most valuable sports franchise in the world, but it's like,
right.
We're not necessarily. I mean, we're a football town, but we're like Dallas is a sports town, like literally, and almost any type of sport that has a professional team, there's a Dallas representation. Yep. Even ultimate frisbee, there's a
everything,
Dallas.
Man.
Yeah, there's literally everything.
Frank says, y'all think Houston signed Reeves or Brooks?
I think LA still signing Reeves.
Yeah. Nick says, agree, no denying that, but at the end of the day, it's Cowboys Nation over anything else. I hear you. I am.
Oh, but it's like, if you're a Mavs fan,
you want more coverage.
Because look, in terms of off season, both teams are on the off season right now. I think the NBA off season is way more fun than the NFL off season.
And it's been like that for the last decade now.
Yeah, because the league is so player driven, right? Yeah. And NFL's trying to do that. They're trying to get a little bit more player movement on to get the people going, but it's not so much. The draft is fun, but the draft is so early in the process in the summer that once it's done, it's like, okay, cool. But like basketball, like we in the finals and people are talking about the off season during the finals.
Right.
Like
Prescott. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, man. I haven't seen any no more news. I'm pretty sure the Mavericks are gonna do stuff overnight. Man, someone tweeted at me. I'm ready for when we play them and Kyrie giving them that work and he finds out the hard way. The center is his team paid 36. Can't post up Kyrie. Imagine we're playing the Celtics and KP can't post up Kyrie.
Yeah. Michael Scotto just tweeted about a minute ago. Terrence Davis, if you know who that is, from the Sacramento Kings, has received interest from Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, and your Dallas Mavericks.
Oh.
League sources told Davis has averaged 8.6 points over the last 3 seasons with the Sacramento Kings. Not necessarily the type of player I'm looking for. Not that great of a shooter. And he's a little small. I think he's about 6'4". I don't know. Dallas just loves these, wings who are not very long.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
We need more Omax.
Yeah, exactly.
We need more of those players.
We need some of those guys, and there's guys out there, like 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", even 6'9", that are mobile. They can be very fluid in terms of defensive assignments. I'll be looking at a Jalen McDaniels if I'm them. Like, give me a dude who fits that profile. That's accurate for what I want. But let's see. I mean, we were targeting a lot of people and we didn't end up with them. So,
well, I do have to make a dinner tonight. Guess where I'm going, man?
Eating is so overrated. What's up? Where are you going?
It can be, right? Now I'm going to Seapot tonight. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Oh wow.
You ever been there?
No, I've never been there.
Wow. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I have to say so myself. But yeah, man, I thought there would have been more fireworks from the Mavericks, but at least we got the one firework that we needed.
That matters, yeah. I think we're probably working on that grant
deal or that Ayton deal. But I'm so far I'm okay with what we're doing, which we haven't done much else but sign Kyrie, which is the first domino that you needed. We didn't need to wait 3-4 days from now to hear what the hell Kyrie was gonna do. So we accomplished that. Now what we do overnight, what we do these next couple of days, it's gonna tell us a lot about how this team looks moving forward, man.
That was funny. Someone posted an old tweet of Dwight Powell signing his 3-year, $50 million contract that he just completed. That's funny. People were freaking out. Terrence Davis. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that. All right, man. Well, so you're clocking out.
Yeah, I'm about to clock out, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you hopping on here, bro, and hanging out with me this whole time. 3 hours. We've done almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, it do be like
man.
that.
No, man, have fun. It's great talking basketball and seeing all this stuff go down and having someone to bounce thoughts off of, and mainly giving me a platform to just rant.
Of course, man.
Yeah, so I appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah, no problem, man. You already know. And shout out to everyone that ended up watching tonight. I appreciate y'all more than y'all could probably imagine, man. I really do. Hopefully the Mavs can fill out the rest of this roster in the correct way that we need, so we can have a good off season, man. Again, thanks to everyone. And your boy TGK and your boy Eni here. Y'all go and follow Eni on Twitter. See his handle right there. Go check him out. Let me see if there's one more comment. I know there's got to be a comment somewhere. Hold on. Before I sign out, I like to read all the comments as much as possible. Hopefully TGK not be looking at his phone when Dwight Powell signing news comes out while we... Man, look, if y'all follow my Twitter, I'm going to show you what I'm eating, and I hope if that news breaks, I don't know what I'll do.
I hope we don't get Terrence Davis. This is Hoops Hype's. This is Hoops Hype's markup on him before you leave. Scoring-minded guard who doesn't provide much in the way of defense, but can occasionally get hot with his off-the-dribble bucket getting. He always shot 36 from 3-point last year. That's a no for me. I'm
over here trying to mess with stuff. Like, I got this moving map thing, but I can't move it to, or can I move it? No, I can't move it. No, I can't. I thought I could move it, but you can't. All right, guys, it's been your boy TGK, who with Eni. Let's go Mavs. Thank you for watching. And I don't know when I'll do another stream, but I will just follow my Twitter, follow my Instagram, or right up here. And you'll see it when I announce it, or you can see it in my community tab on the YouTube. Again, thank you everyone so much. Been your boy TGK, and we are signing out. Y'all have a good night, guys. I'm going to eat CPOD, get some food. Hungry as hell, man.
Peace out, brother.
Adios.